Hello, 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 everybody. How wonderful. We are live, and yeah, it is great. It's great to be here. As you may see, Geek Girl Lizza isn't with us just yet. She'll be joining in a little bit later, so we shall hear from Saralai shortly. Where were we? Ah, yes, massive fight, messed up war priest in the middle of the room, and a pretty messed up tavern, and Barbara in the mech suit. I think that's a pretty good summation of where we were last time.
Basically, Bulla's got her knee on this druid dude with an axe at his throat.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, bloody hell, that music was loud.
Wouldn't know, can't hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, make me sad.
Whoops. Let me switch that on. There we
If
go.
it's possible.
Is it gonna loop it in the stream?
Shouldn't do. Yeah, no, it's not looping in the stream. Are you guys hearing it okay?
You're echoing.
No, he's echoing
You're
because we're
echoing.
hearing him normally.
Oh, right. Bollocks.
Oh
Remember?
no, yeah, no, because we're hearing ourselves through your audio sound. Yeah, that makes sense.
Are we?
Oh, I see.
No, I'm only hearing Zach.
I'm only
echo.
hearing Jack too.
Oh, okay. That's okay then. So I'm fine.
No,
Am I fine?
you're echoing, but we're only hearing you echo. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll have to stop.
We gotta figure that out sooner or later.
We've got to figure out what's going on there because that changed, didn't it? Because that used to work.
Yeah,
fine.
that never used
Well,
to
you're not
happen.
echoing now.
Yeah, 'cause turn it off.
Yeah, it
Oh.
turns it off now.
No.
So yeah, I'll leave the music going in the background for our lovely ladies and gents at home. Let's get to it. As we stand, Bulla, you have this war priest banged to rights. Biobra, now seeing as the everyone else here has fucking ran, hopping out of his mech suit and seeing Salvar collapse. Initially goes to help, but kind of pauses and looks back over at you, Bulla. Salvar, you're being helped up as Saralai's sort of tries to scoop you up and take you upstairs, needing a little bit of assistance, so Tara comes over, and between them they're able to lug the pair of you away.
Cool.
Yeah. I do like the idea that he's completely silent, and then like they pick him up all silent, and just as they start moving, he goes, and then,
Yeah.
Yes. Bulla.
Mm-hmm.
Biobra comes over and says, "Fucking hell. That was a bit of a shit show."
A bit.
Yeah, is he, you see he kind of leans down, and it's at this point you realise that he's actually got quite a nasty wound down the front of his stomach, as he leans forward holding it and goes, "Is our canary here gonna sing?"
She looks down and kind of presses the axe into his cheek enough to cut him. Are you?
You see, hold on, I have to do a roll. You see that he looks and says nothing, just with a look of defiance on his eyes as he looks back up you after making a cut.
Oh no.
Um,
You might have to kill this one.
Leaning over the shoulder of Bulla, still with the form of dread up. It's one of those things where it's like, lady asked a question.
Jesus Christ, man. Fuck.
I know. Oh, he's too good at that. He's too good at that.
Like literally Bola says that. Like, Jesus fuck God. Oh my God.
Can you roll me an intimidation with advantage?
Yes, I can.
You definitely get advantage for that impression. That was quite good.
That's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
On an 11.
So filthy.
On that filthiest of 20s, You see that there is this initial sort of surprise after he looks up and says, "I dare not speak to daemons. Filthy creature." I think I'm gonna get actually. Oh no, Salvar's unconscious. Never mind. Yeah.
Where does this dude have like really bad wounds? Because I know I got him bad in the shoulder, but does he have any other wounds?
Yeah, he's got a really nasty one on the shoulder. He also got hit right in the hip. He's got a fractured pelvis at the moment. He is in a lot of pain. You know, you can see his hips are not in the same alignment. Like, this guy does not look like he could get up.
Cool. So she's got a knee on his like chest, kind of towards his throat. So I'm guessing like the other foot is kind of like flat on the ground, and she's like using her knee as leverage. She's gonna like put all of her weight into his chest with that knee and just kind of scoot the edge of her heel right on that bad hip and leverage there.
Oh, we get another morale save. He's fucking good at this. Give me, intimidation. Again, you're really pressing the screws here. Take another advantage on this one.
Go for that. That is a 23.
Oh, ho, ho. Okay. Okay. You hear him wail in pain as he sort of screeches out as you've pushed onto his hip. And you see that with some regret he says, "I would never break my oath to such beings." And as you're pushing more weight, he screams out again. And then it's going to switch into Sylvan. Do both of you speak Sylvan?
Yes.
Damn it. No, not this character.
He is reciting a prayer to the Morrigan currently.
Morrigan?
He is reciting a prayer to the Morrigan, calling upon faith and honor in death.
Wayne will reach out their like green bony with like the green skinned hand.
Yeah.
It's like twitching. And it'll like go to rest over their mouth. Your silent prayers don't do a thing. For you see, you have to believe and have honor to be respected by the Morrigan. Bulla here worships the Morrigan just as you do.
Yeah.
I am very aware of her presence, seeing as I died in a war zone. We are not demons. We are your salvation. So listen, speak what you will, and then maybe we'll let you live.
Also, if you're talking about the Morrigan, I kind of have her divine weapon. So.
Ooh, you do. So, did you use that in the fight out of character?
Quickly? I didn't.
No,
I didn't.
You've got her axe out. Not
I have my axe right now because I put my maul back at the apartment because we were doing the ambush. Then we went straight to them. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have it.
So I'm gonna do a quick roll for him here, for him to do a bit of an insight, see what he's gonna. Yeah. Okay. Yep. You see a look on his face as he rests his eyes a little, detenses, and says, "We came only with one objective. Destroy the heretic, remove the obstacles." Sorry, heretics, I meant to put plural there.
That's two objectives.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I knew what I meant.
So are the heretics also the obstacles, or are we like one? Is that like a package deal, or like there are certain heretics, and then I'm assuming I'm an obstacle, probably your biggest one.
He sort of nods and says, "You posed a threat to our path. The guardsman was meant to lead us, allow us access to where we could not go. And we believed him to be a threat, and that your obstacles would prevent our path. It appears I was mistaken." Looking up at Biobra at this point.
So he's the guardsman. That's him, right? Cool. Interesting. And your path to Bulla's looking through her notes. Bulla's computing. Anyone can ask while Bulla is computing.
Yes. Biobra, I'm going to need an insight check from Wayne. I'm going to need one from Bulla in a second as well.
Okay.
Because Biobra is going to try something here.
17.
17? Biobra leans down and says, "Yes, and we would have achieved our path if you fucking behaved yourselves and had a bit of trust. Don't worry yourself. I wasn't in any danger, but now we're going to have to cover this shit up, aren't we?" Looking at him. I need to do an insight for that. On a 17... Yeah, he kind of wants you to figure it out. Yeah, you can see he's trying to go for a gambit to try and not have his position revealed. He's trying to make out as if this is all part of the plan. You can see he's trying to act he's lying, trying to get this guy on board, basically.
Right.
And you see that... Oh, no, never mind. The war priest looks back and says, "You've consorted with our enemies. You are not on the path. You have left us, and I suspect were never with us truly to begin with. And you have joined the heretics."
And for those of us who aren't aware, who are these heretics?
You see the posture check. Oh, posture check and hydrate. Oh, and a stretch.
Oh, it's all Lissa.
It's all Lissa. Yep.
Whatever you can to interrupt the RP, huh?
You see that this man looks up and says, "The tieflings, the infernals, the daemons, those that block and confuse our path to the Dragonborn."
Any information on said Dragonborn, you know?
Well, no, you're not actually trying to... I'm going to need another insight roll from you, both of you again.
Right, you want me to insight, you didn't.
Yeah. I want you to
Come
both
on,
insight what you're saying.
18.
It's a 10.
It's a 10, right. Well, he definitely says something.
At least it's double digits.
So, he looks up. You can see that there is a look of confusion initially on his eyes when you ask him about that. When he replies, "Well, if you don't know, I'm not exactly going to help you become a bigger obstacle. I may cooperate But I am willing to die for my cause.
Your whole idea, your whole ideology is based on the notion that, one, we worked with, conspired with these, how you say, infernals. And two, we had anything to do with individuals of note, when in actual fact it's more than likely that the Winnemere Arcane Society are the ones conspiring with devils, because they will do anything to get their power higher than they already can. You, on the other hand, are a foot soldier. You get told what upper people want you to know, and nothing else. You are a glorified bastard and a liar to your own religion.
Persuasion? No! Yeah, you're not deceiving him. Yeah.
But also, I will add on top of that, and Bola goes, what he said. And if you would love to take any kind of battle under the Oath of Morrigan against me, I would love to help you out with that. See who's the better devotee.
26.
This is why I like war priests. Because he looks back at you and says, clearly you are not just obstacles, but heretics too. She numbers among you as well. You must conspire with them. Your tiefling, the rest of them, all of the diamonds. They will be defeated. At least kill me and get this over with.
Nah.
Tara, dear.
You see Tara walking over looking thoroughly pissed off, saying, yes, Wayne.
Do we have a spare room for this individual?
Most certainly.
Is it one of the special rooms with the shackles on the bed?
Oh, I can certainly arrange that. You see that she leans down.
Not for the same uses that Salvar and Saralais have.
You hear a grunt in the background. Fuck you.
You're not there!
You hear an ethereal voice come out of nowhere.
I send message.
But yeah, you see that Tara comes down. She has what look like some pretty hefty set of manacles. Just like fully wax them on, and you watch as there's a little glow on them as they go on, and you can hear this very, very, very quiet but gently high-pitched buzzy sound when it's nearby as she clicks it on. And as she kind of grabs a hold of this guy's hair and the other hand on the chains, she says, Bulla, dearest, I think I've got him here. I'll pop him upstairs for you.
Yeah.
And as you do, she fully lifts him by his hair and then by the manacles on his arms at the back and just drags him up the stairs.
Yeah.
While he's going as well, I'm just kind of going to look, and I'm going to hex him so that he has disadvantage on strength saves. Oh, sorry, strength checks.
Yeah.
For the next 24 hours.
That is great. That is fantastic. Yeah, well, good work. I like that. I'm actually quite clever. You preempted me there. So, so he gets taken upstairs. Wayne Buller. Biobra kind of has now taken a seat. He's kind of dragged one of the stools that was knocked away in the fight and takes a seat. And you realise he actually does look quite badly wounded. Not dangerously, but he's not taking these injuries in stride. As he sort of sits down and says, well, I don't know about you, but I think the game's up. On that front.
I do think you have some explaining to do, yes.
When he can breathe, you know. Bola will take a look at the wound just to see how bad it is, because she's probably not been able to see it up close.
Yeah, give a quick medicine check as you have a look.
That's it's a 10 again.
It's a really nasty gash.
Didn't wash it.
Yeah. You know, you're not sure. Like you're thinking to yourself, you're going, oh, I think he's actually done a bit of damage there. Let me have a look. And without really sort of taking a second to think, you just kind of jam your finger in, just trying to have a look.
How deep's this bitch?
Yeah.
Oh!
And it's pretty deep, right?
Yeah, it is. It is pretty deep. And
It's a wound, not a vagina, okay?
They're not here!
and as you do, you just hear this almighty growl as he tries not to sort of like call out in pain, but can't quite hold it back, and it just kind of comes out as a.
Sorry. I didn't. Wow, that's deeper than I thought.
Yeah, that's what she said. Oh,
Don't laugh, your lung might fall out.
yeah. If my lung falls out, I'm blaming you. Bloody hell. Oh,
It shouldn't. Your diaphragm's intact.
I should hope that.
I kind of look around. Clearly our healers are gone.
Yeah.
He looks like he's lost a lot of blood, right?
Yeah, he's
Importantly,
he's like lost like quite a bit of blood. He's quite pale.
Okay. Bola, not knowing what to do, just kind of holds the wound
Yep.
with pressure to just like kind of make sure that
Yep. Give me another medicine check here. Actually, I just want to
Yeah.
see how.
Let me staunch it.
I'm seeing if this is kind of a dire enough situation for her to realize that she may or may not have lay on hands. God damn it, that's an 8.
I mean, you're talking about lay on hands like Biobra doesn't have lay on hands himself.
True.
So you kind of push to staunch it, again, just causing more pain, and you realize that he's really not stopping bleeding. Like, it's coming through your fingers. You're absolutely not staunching this much at all, as it's going straight through.
I go, fuck. Can't you just heal yourself?
That'd be a great idea for someone who hasn't used up a significant amount of power.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Bola kind of like not knowing what to do, super nervous, because first realizing that her friend could have been not her friend, but now realizing her friend actually is her friend, and she always knew it, but then she was a little scared that it didn't happen, and just like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And she just kind of looks at Wayne, and Wayne just very emotionlessly, I'm sure, just standing there, kind of like, and I'm just, shit. So she'll
Fly
actually
lands on his eye and flies off again.
and probably hearing Saralize like frantically going, like
yeah, upstairs. Yeah.
She'll just kind of like close her eyes and just, okay. And she'll end up praying to Morrigan, since we just kind of had that conversation. She's like, in her head, she'll kind of go, look, I really kind of don't know if you actually look favorably at me or not. But this is my friend, and we just fought something. I wasn't sure he was on my side, but he's a friend. Anything you can do to help would be really great. And I think for up to you, Zach, I'm gonna try my first lay on hands.
Great. Thank you, Window Media's player, for just putting a notification sound. That's
And Sam.
right in the middle. You said literally, you just stopped and it went. Broo. Just right at that moment, that was just.
That's the
Poor
sound
John
she
has
makes. That's the
gotten
sound
an
it makes when
email.
Yeah, yeah. So I just like it, just praying, and it's like boo doo doo doo. Just it's like it's some computer error sound. No, I have to change the music because Bulla,
Mhm.
you feel a sense come through you, and you usually have your rages. You're used to the experience of rage.
Right.
This is not rage. It's anger, but so alien to you. You feel this. It's almost anger at the sense of mortality. It is the fact, like, the audacity of this. It has this so empowering feeling. It's often dragged Bulla low, but this anger just feels right. It feels so motivating. You feel this wave of energy through you that grants you confidence and power, and your will goes through your body, and underneath your hand you watch a wisp of energy that goes around each of the fingers. Very tiny little bits of energy. And it stops bleeding. And I'm going to change the music back to the normal stuff now.
Like almost too scared to lift her hand. Kind of looks at Firebra, looks back at her hand, just kind of like slowly lifts her hand off.
Yeah, yeah, I bet she does. So, yeah, you lift your hand off slowly, looking at it. He looks up at you and says, I knew it. I fucking called it. I get the points for that one, mate. I called it.
I feel like since I didn't know how to control it, I probably dumped all of it, so it's all 20
Yeah.
given to him.
Yeah.
So she'll just go, What did I do? Did I heal you? I did that. I did that.
You
I did that.
laid hands on me without causing injury this time. That was a very impressive spell there,
Spell.
fellow paladin.
I told you. I fucking told you. You don't get to call that. First of all, you said I wasn't one when I walked out of your office. And she's like, you don't get to call that shit. I told you I had a note that just wasn't the same as yours. And she just gives him a bear hug.
He hugs her back and says, yeah, well, I had a bit of a crisis of faith on that one, but, the Morrigan has a strange sense of irony.
I also think he had to convince other people that he wasn't to be associated with you anymore.
Oh,
You know, all of those watching eyes.
Well, this one catches on quite quickly, doesn't he? Oh.
I'll let him go. Yeah. I'm glad you're okay. Also, I always knew that everyone else was a little less faithful in you, but I hoped that you weren't against us.
It's
You can
alright.
catch on quick. You can catch on quickly when you kind of suspect everything. I was also one of the few people who turned around and kind of said that you were potentially a traitor for, murdering all of the tieflings.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a pretty fair shout, to be honest. You see that he stands up, stretches, and you can just hear as several cricks in his back click one after the other as it's like clunk, 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 as he just sort of reaches back and goes, I needed that. Oh.
Do you feel okay? Did
Yeah.
my healing was it all right? It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's working. It's just, don't know, getting used to it in the armor. It's always a bit funny when you've just been healed. And you just can see that he's like stretching out like an old man as he just kind of stretches side to side.
Don't stretch too far, you'll split your stomach.
Oh yeah, actually that's a very fair point. Yeah.
Speaking of which, Buller, can you help me a second?
Yeah. What do you need?
Wayne turns around and you kind of see where, because he got hit by one of the people carrying maces. You kind of see quite clearly one of the vertebrae in his lower spine is out of place. It's just like, can you just punch it, please?
Right.
You know,
No feeling.
Back in.
That's right. She just kind of grabs Wayne and just, instead of punching it, just takes her thumb and just back. Ooh, nice. Gets kind of like some ethereal grime on her.
Yeah, just like a bit of, just like, oh god, it's oozing.
Well, I thought it was gonna be misty, but it's like actually like
It's tangible, yes.
ew.
It's the same
And
reason.
she like wipes it on your helmet.
Yeah.
I mean, he actually does kind of move the glove off of the ectoplasm hand, and it's just like, that's why this functions like it does. I can still use it as a hand, but I keep it in the glove so that, you know.
Can I touch it?
Takes the thingy back off again. The glove
Just
back
kind of
off.
handshake.
It's cold, but it feels like a hand until you take your fingers away, and then it feels like if someone took cold aloe gel and kind of gently smeared it on your hand.
Yeah.
It's quite moisturizing, actually.
I'll take your word on that one. You broke that.
Sorry. Hold on. Oh, behave yourself. Okay, great. Oh.
Bulla just like probably the most girly anyone has ever seen. Bulla just like. Ugh.
Ew.
And she's like, well, I asked, so you know.
Can you imagine someone who has a fucking business exercising ghosts to collect ectoplasm to then sell on the side ghostly moisturizer? Just like ghost face cream to put the ectoplasm in you.
Go Sloob.
You've heard of KY jelly? This is Psy jelly.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, behave yourself.
But Bulla just goes, ugh. I mean, I'm sorry. That's how do your gloves just not like slip right off like that? That just...
Pulls his sleeve back slightly, and there's actually like tiny hooks on the glove in his arm.
Boy.
Practice.
Okay. You could put that on. You could put that back on. You know.
Yes.
Yeah. She just wipes it on her like shorts. Oh, does she have pants on now? She does wear pants now. She found the tailor that could fit her big ass thighs. So she's got pants now.
Yeah.
Cool. Like, do you have like a face? And it might be rude, but like,
Yes.
do you like?
Yes, I have a face.
Is it like sliding off, or
No,
is it like an actual face?
it's a face.
Why do you hide it?
Because I'm not who I was.
Okay. Do you remember who you were?
Yes.
Who were you?
A question for a better time, probably.
I would like like Wayne to roll a deception here, please. And I would like that to be contested by Bulla with an
Oh
insight.
God. Bullets inside. She's gonna be like, okay.
I mean, she probably will be because that was a 23.
Yeah, that's another 8.
Buller, you're pretty
Yeah.
sure that you might have like gone a bit too deep. You think you're like, oh, I've asked a bit of a. We're not like it's that moment of when you realize you're not there yet in a friendship. Like it's you say something like, oh, we're not. Oh, right, yeah. That's
Like, are you like a human, or are you like?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Right. She'll just go, okay. Cool. I guess that's kind of irrelevant since you're now this specter. Sorry.
I'm not a ghost. I have a physical form.
Well, whatever your being is that it's cool.
You see, Barbara walks over and says, "Ever the one for tax, Buller?"
Shut up. And just punches him in the shoulder.
He smiles and says, "Right, I don't know what this heretic shit's about. Listening over, I mean, I've heard them saying it, but that didn't really. Unfortunately, I can't elucidate you more than he did, because
I do believe that they believe that all of the tieflings worship Asmodeus.
I mean, I can see the assumption. It's a dumbass one, but I can see where they decided to draw the line.
And that has everything to do with the Dragonborn. It seems like none of them even really know what or who the Dragonborn is and what they're supposed to do. Just know that they're bad in some way.
He looks over at you and says, "Well, here's the thing. They seem to think that you do."
I mean, we work very closely with a Dragonborn, but
Yeah.
we
Sure.
don't believe it's...
And we've all read that scroll. Well, not you, Wayne, but we all read that scroll when we got it. It's
Yeah.
vague as all hell.
I know, and I mean, I'm tempted to just tell them about the original one, and just say, "Hey, there was the Dragonborn we found that was dead in the down in that
I
crypt."
figured that would be the first thing you would tell them.
Well, yeah, but they seem to be aware of that.
Huh.
It was
Do
in the
we have
conversation.
Do we have time to rest, or can we go and rescue the tieflings?
We have time to rest. They're not in any.
Also, I don't suppose there's any chance that you could mobilize your paladins, or are they more complicit with this priest?
The paladins are split. A fair chunk of them don't know. I know some that do, that aren't going along with it, and there are some that I know that are involved and are complicit. But there are definitely more paladins that are in on this that I'm not aware of. I don't know how deep this runs. I know we have allies for definite, but I don't know numbers.
And I'm guessing Rohan is probably on the side of this priest here, right? And everyone behind him.
Yeah, these are footmen.
Okay.
Buller?
Mm.
Apologies. I realize this is rather rude, but Biobra, can you go and get a drink from the bar, and I can have a conversation with Buller briefly?
I do need to leave and go. I am expected somewhere. Hopefully only the priest has left with the information. I'll have to see if they'll accept me in the room, but I'm going to the detention centre this evening. They should be safe, but I can check up on them, give you a report back.
Are we compromised? Like, I'm guessing we are, but if we for sure are our hideout, if there's a way you can send word, that would be great.
They already know where you are here. They've known for a while. The reason to attack now, I don't know. I don't know if they'll attack again, but you've been compromised for a while.
They weren't expecting us. We
No.
attacked too early.
Right.
However, my thoughts would be that we now have a potential new base of operations.
She kind of looks up, makes sure Salvar and Sourlives and Tara aren't around.
Don't have to say anything, because ultimately, the less Barbara knows, the better. Because ultimately, if they want to torture Barbara for information about us, if Barbara doesn't know where we're going, that's the best thing.
I can't tell a secret I don't know.
Then go get a drink.
I'll see you soon. As he smiles. He hobbles out, and you see that he keeps walking down the street, and he sort of claps, and the mech suit starts walking behind him.
I feel like at some point he gives into the pain in his stomach, and then the mech suit kind of just picks him up and carries him.
Yeah, swaddles him like a mech. I imagine him like swaddling
He's like-
him like that. It's like...
Like Alphonse out of Full Metal Alchemist or something like that. Just
Yeah.
Big brother!
Sigh jelly. Sorry, I've just seen the chat with sigh jelly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put some more soul into it, Side Jelly.
use more soul in your side. Sorry.
At which point we can move everyone to the arena that you recently got a hold of.
Yeah, about that. Yes, it is mine. Only for now. It's not really safe. Because I have to do my first fight. It's sometime this week. I'm going to assume, DM, that it is sometime this week.
You know that it's imminent as soon as they can schedule it, and the teller is sorting all of that at the moment, so you know it's soon.
I did ask for the twins. I'm assuming the twins are the closest ones. Yes, that's
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, so she goes, once I win this fight, we should be able to move everything down there until my next one, because these are the closest ones that would invade.
You challenge them, so you have to go to them.
Correct.
So ultimately, we should move now so that it's not ripe for the taking. Also,
Right.
the other thing about potentially getting them on your side is you could use the thugs to rescue or you could use the common criminals and the gangs of the city to rescue the tieflings for us.
I mean, that's definitely an option, and then it would take the eyes off of us, because none of them know that I am orchestrating any of it, not even our team members.
The only issue you face is you not wanting to kill the twins. It shouldn't be too much of a problem, because ultimately their family is probably the most important thing to them. It's more when you have to go to the docks.
The ogre, he fights to the death.
Always. He's quite nihilistic, actually.
How do you know about him?
The other undead, they can only seem to get jobs down by the dockside. He's got quite a weird fascination with them.
Makes
Because
sense.
ultimately, I think their words were, he shares their pain.
Okay. Guess you're gonna be more useful than I thought.
I'll attempt to take that as a compliment.
Well, speaking of the docks, I do have to go do something. I don't know when, but there is a weapon that all of us procured from the leader of the Arcane Society in
The
Windermere.
hammer on your wall.
Yeah, that thing. I don't know what it does,
Hits
but I'm
things
sure
very
it can
hard,
be
I
a
assume.
powerful weapon. So, I was told that there are people, these women at the docks, that they can identify weapons. They also are devoters to Morgon. Might be able to help me identify it. I'm pretty sure Salvar is on that level of doing that, but It's just better if they don't know anything. Especially seeing how they just straight up murked everyone at that surprise ambush. I just don't want them to. This is a delicate situation. I just don't want them to.
I
Just
played
straight
a
up.
vital part.
Yes, you did, and I haven't forgotten
I'm aware.
that.
I specifically said it so that it wasn't forgotten. As clearly it's something that you found abhorrent.
I
But
just
then you
don't.
also must understand, I died at the hands of the Arcane Society. There are not many things that I feel at all anymore, but a grudge is certainly one of them.
That is excellent. At this point, I'm going to sort of move forward a little bit. Thank you very much for the sub. The crazy.
Hey, we got a sub.
We got a sub. We always love subs. The
Crazy Brit Gaming.
Yes. I think that might be Joe. I think I might know who that is. I might not, actually, that might not be Joe. So, yes, I'm so bad with my memory. But yes, we're going to move over. We're going to have a little bit of a time skip. Because, as Sarah knows, yes, we get to have a rest. You both may take the benefits of... it is you, Joe. Yeah, I caught you. But yes, so you both get the benefits of a long rest as you rest for the evening. And early in the morning, Tara comes along and, comes to wake Wayne up. He has a little tap on the door on his room. What is because I remember what you did last time, but could you just describe to the audience what is it that Wayne does when he's sleeping in his bedroom?
He sits on the bed and stares at the door. Like, it doesn't even lock the door. It's one of those things where he just leaves the door closed, stares, puts his hands on his knees, and just looks.
Literal idle. It just idles. It just shut down for a while. She knocks on the door, kind of waits a moment, opens, and you see that she's got 2 cups of coffee in her hands. Doesn't make eye contact with you and say, "Can you not do that for a bit, Wayne?"
Do what?
The face thing. I'm trying not to look. It's rather
I literally
intimidating.
don't have a face. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm wearing a helmet.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Did we long rest or?
We
Sorry.
did.
Okay.
We have now long rested. Yes. Okay. She kind
Are you
of
asking me to move? Is that what you're saying?
Wayne, please stand up and please move more fluidly. There we
Wayne
go.
stands, but it's that literal idle animation stand that you get in Skyrim when you talk to someone who sat down. They're like,
Yeah. Something goes. You see, she passes over one of the coffees and says, "Oh, I really. You'd think I would have learned better by this point." As she sits down at the little table in the room and says, "I wanted wanted an ear that would give it to me straight, as it were.
I see.
And I can always rely on you for that." Wayne, there is a little kobold that has been executed for stealing some things from a collection. And, planned on taking Rayleigh down there. And in my plans, I was just wondering if, you would know how that could have happened?
I believe the kobold got caught.
Was the kobold actually responsible?
I believe he stole some things.
That's not a lie, because he technically actually did steal stuff as well. She looks at you. I'm going to make her do an insight. I think you would be persuaded.
Ultimately, the lantern is still on the bed. Like, it's there with everything, with all the accoutrement on the top.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to make you give me... Is he trying to lie, or is he just being a bit
He's not
obtuse?
lying. No, technically, he's not lying. He's just
being obtuse.
Not answering the question, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, persuasion then with disadvantage. Yeah. Let's give it a go. Oh, she's done quite well, actually.
And I rolled a 8, so that's a 17.
Fucking hell, you have a ridiculous persuasion. She does beat that though, and says, she kind of looks over at it, looks back at you, looks over at it, looks back at you, says, right.
You were the one who tipped me off to the location of the ruby. I simply gave somewhere to...
Subtlety. Christ.
We're alone.
Yes, She points down at your bag and, like, pulls out one of the little doodads and says, are we sure?
Well, assuming that your men did their jobs right. And then I take out one of the actual, like, collection devices. And I just wander around the room.
The conduits. Yeah.
Yes.
You wander around the room. It lights up, gets a little bit stronger. You hold it and doink, find it right in the top corner of your room, looking onto the door.
Oh, it's looking at the door. Well.
Oh.
Now we're alone.
Okay, so you do, like, smash the thing then when you find it up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you... And as you shatter it, she goes, oh... They searched all of the rooms. How did they miss that?
Unless it was put up after.
Oh yeah. Ugh. I don't know how those things work. I have no idea how you'd even get one in anywhere, so...
Anyway. Yes. The kobold was a diversion.
I see.
I did find out that the kobold killed the previous kobold I was looking for, anyway. So ultimately...
Ah, okay.
There was nothing lost.
Well, as long as you didn't drag just any old random kobold, that's fine, I suppose. She kind of takes a moment and takes another sip of the coffee. And says, listen, Wayne, this is all getting a little bit dramatic. And I'm worried about the safety. Merrick's not getting better. And, I don't know what to do. He still hasn't woken up. He's not responded to any of our healing magics. He's here, but he won't wake up.
Can he be moved?
He can. We can move him. But I don't know where we can take him that would be safe. I don't even know if we're safe here anymore.
Kind of thinking about it, and then thinking like, there is a location which would fit everyone and has its own infirmary.
Any healers? Any physicians that we could get to? Because I have those with knowledge of herbs and various types of treatments, but no physicians.
There is Salvar, and then there is anyone. My best recommendation is to speak to Bulla. I told you about the location, but ultimately it's Bulla's decision whether you get to use it or not.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. I'll have a chat with her see if we can arrange something.
I will protect Really and Merrick.
Thank you, Wayne. It means a lot to me. She looks to the side. Kind of loses eye contact a bit. Roll an insight again.
19.
She looks hesitant. You can see that there's you can almost see the cogs turning in the head.
Mm-hmm. He sits patiently. He literally goes back to his sort of default pose, but at the same time he's like, wait, no, I've got to look more human. So he kind of slightly man spreads a little and drops his hands between his legs. Not like all the way, like down to halfway down the forearm.
Yeah. She looks back and says, don't you have some teleportation?
Yes.
Let's go for a trip. I have something to show you.
Where?
You see that she sort of stands up, dusts her clothes down a little bit, has a little look on the outside. You see she kind of looks out the window, gauges the distance and points to you and says, there. You see that she's pointing to kind of what looks like the magistrate's hall down in the centre of town. It's not too far away. It's about 400 feet. As she's pointing to the roof of the magistrate's hall.
Wayne kind of walks to the window and then like opens it and then turns around and just sort of holds their hand out.
And she takes your hand.
And then like Peter Pan, they fly out the window, except it's on a weird spectral horse. Just it's not.
Oh no!
He literally
Jesus Christ.
He literally dimension doors, but he does that thing where he like grabs the back of her head so she doesn't get the whiplash. And it's the usual dimension door that he has. Where it's like that weird.
Oh god. So, you fucking scar Tara as you just drag her through this hellish dimension door, and you appear on the top of the roof.
It's not hell, it's purgatory.
That's not that much better. As you just... Doomph. You just see as this look of sheer terror, and she said, okay, I could have done, like... Fucking hell! Duh! Like, you know, as you've caught her from the whiplash, good move on that front, but you can just see that her eyes are, like, wide open in just sheer shock. And
Yeah,
she's like,
there is a lot of death in this city.
yeah, you don't say. Okay. I gotta unpack that some other time. Okay. As she kind of looks back at you and says, I need your eyes. As she leans down a bit. You see that she doesn't really recognize that, but she does do that smile as you where you go no, and you just see this like little smile on her face as she.
Oh no! I didn't say no. I said oh.
Oh right, I see. You said. I thought you said no then. I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, so she points to over, and you realise that she's pointing over by the Citadel. She says, just to the left. Can you see the squarish building? Doesn't look like the others. Has a flat roof. It's virtually the only one there.
Yes.
In there is nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing.
It's a square box.
Yes, it's supposed to be anyway. I send my people out looking for sensors. And, little Robbie. Do you remember him? Came down, plays around a lot, gets on with Bulla's dad.
Yes.
So he's going down there, and his thing starts going. It's bleeping at him, and he thinks it's strange because he was only expecting it to light up a little. It starts making a sound and resonating outside that building. Now, Robbie was lucky. He's an idiot, because he decided to go and get a closer look.
The conduit exploded on him, didn't it?
Yes.
Is he alive?
Yeah. Bit of shrapnel damage. He's okay, but definitely rather shocked and a bit worse for wear. We got some healing for him. He's going to be fine. Not much more than a bruised ego, but maybe that'll teach him. Here's the thing, though. He says he could hear people speaking. That box has no doors, no windows. Technically speaking, that shrine there is a mausoleum. It's the container of a lot of the old dead.
And it contains people like me.
Well, possibly. I would have dismissed that out of hand, but then again, you exist. It's supposed to only be people that have been laid to rest. Kings, princes, senior nobles. They are called the Knights. They're the Knights of Azeroth. It's not an actual thing, it's some sort of weird tradition they have around here. It's mostly old fuddy-duddies. There are some importance around here, and they are inducted in as Knights of the Kingdom, and laid to rest in the same mausoleum. Now, why does it pulsate with such energy that a conduit explodes? And why are there people running around and talking inside it?
It's a prison, and that prison has got the same... throwing up detect magic, has it got the same kind of things on it that Tara's basement does?
The building that she's pointing at is well over 1,000 feet away. She's popped you on a rooftop with a city overlook. When I say she points towards the citadel, she is pointing across town.
Right, cool.
The reason she's popped you up here is just so that you have a vantage point. She's not crazy enough to go anywhere near that shit. And importantly, it's behind the keep wall. So the citadel, there are homes inside the keep, and then there's the citadel at the very center. And the keep is like, you don't get in there unless you are...
What's around that building?
You see that actually around the building, it looks like some sort of residential area. Like the area around it, like there's a small park, and you can see that there's a few trees that have been planted. There are some nice paved streets around it. There's a few trees. And then everywhere around it are quite elaborate homes that look very, very nicely designed. It's almost entirely like sort of white marble type look to it.
Okay. Wayne's gonna wait. Actually, Wayne doesn't have to, but he's gonna spend 10 minutes casting Detect Magic as a ritual, because effectively it lets you see things within 30 feet of you.
Yep.
And then once that's up, it'll be a case of him sort of just saying, Tara, I'll see you back at the tavern. Thank you. You are going to have to walk back, though.
You sort of say that. Do you, like, go immediately, or does he, like, stop and wait a second?
No, if she says, because he still has to cast Detect Magic. He's still, it's a 10-minute thing.
You see that she sort of looks down and says, do you mind giving me a little hand getting in that window down there, then?
Okay.
Yeah. You do realise as well, you're on a rooftop that has no access to it, so she, like, is talking about a window that's on the floor below you, that's, like, hangs off the side of the building. She kind of takes your hand lowers down, looks to see if there's anyone in there, and just fully kicks the window in, and then sort of slides herself down into the room. And yeah,
Very
you
good.
can. So once you've got detect magic up, what are you going to do?
Use a sorcery point to cast use distant spell and teleport 1,000 feet with Dimension Door.
Excellent. Where to? On the building?
To the building next to it on the roof.
Ah, yes. So that you teleport onto the roof of this building, and you're immediately struck by this really strong gamey smell in the air. You have a little listen, and you realise that where you are, you can hear that there's a family enjoying a meal downstairs, and you just get hit with this like really nice sort of meaty smell. It's first thing in the morning, and they are fully having a roast. It smells nice. Well, Wayne wouldn't know that.
No. I still have detect magic up so I can look at the actual building.
Your detect magic points a few things out to you. First is, the houses you're standing on are all arcanely warded. Like, all of them have some, not really powerful abjurative energy, but significant. You know, not tiny.
Like stopping people from teleporting inside them kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stopping people teleporting inside of them. You realise that some of them, that you're getting a sense of some divination, there's some kind of security system on.
They've got magical alarms. Yeah.
Yeah, they got magical alarms and some sort of security in the building. Like, that's what kind of attracts your mind first. And the second thing that goes up to is from the building, the magic coming out of it is very richly. You get this mix of this like strange celestial energy, quite strong sort of celestial energy that's radiating off this building. And you also get transmutative, conjuration, transmutation, and necromancy magics that you can all detect from the inside of the building. There is some divination magics, and you realise that the outside of this building has a similar kind of security system, but a stronger version. Essentially, there is some level of anti-scrying, anti-teleportation protection on the building itself that is notably stronger than the houses surrounding it.
Okay. If that's the case, you can always come back to me because he's basically going to short rest there and then because he needs to get both spell slots back.
Right. We can come back to you then. Salvar.
Yes.
You don't really remember what happened last night. You remember the fight, and you remember kind of passing out. You remember everyone being a bit, like, shocked, and then you remember passing out. And as you wake up, you find your bed empty. You're just in your room by yourself.
I'm gonna get up and put my armor on.
You get up to put your armor on, and you see that on the bedside table next to you, you see that there's a little cooked breakfast, and a stiff cup of coffee, and you see that Tara's put a little note, and on the note it just said congrats, and then underneath it, take your time getting up today.
Can I fathom what this means, or just like no? Okay.
No, well, actually, give me an insight, just of like a. I want to see if you can connect the dots here.
Okay. Insight, one of the things I'm good at is a 15 plus 8.
Yeah. You're looking at this and thinking, congrats, what did I. When we had a fight, like, is that for winning? And your brain has this sudden realization. Because you see that she's put like a couple of kisses, right? Like little X's on it and whatnot, like as like a little sweet thing from Tara, and you realise, oh, that's what happened just before I collapsed.
Just, as soon as I realise it, I just go, okay, that's a knotting sensation in Salvar's chest, and I just like, oh,
Yeah.
Huh.
I love it. That's a very Salvar response.
Continue getting my armor on. Just gonna take a handful.
Yeah, just shoving some
Typical
food down.
Dragonborn way, you know.
Yeah, just like, yeah.
I'm gonna venture out to the hallway, and I actually want to go to see how Merrick's doing.
You go down to the hallway, and you open the door for Merrick. You see that there's a young girl, can't be any older than 18, young half-elf, who has kind of fallen asleep on Merrick's arm.
So Rayleigh.
No, Rayleigh's toddler. Like, she's barely toddler age. Yeah, this is a teenager. No, not quite a toddler. She's a preteen. Rayleigh's like 7 or 8.
Okay. So, do I know this person or
history check?
That's a natural 20.
Oh yeah, it was a few episodes, so it's all right for you. I understand that you don't. She was a background character. You remember her as being there with you in Windermere. She was one of the people in the People's Union. You recognise her as one of the people who fought. You also do remember her name. I nearly fucking said Saoirse because I'm thinking of a completely different character.
I'm gonna make sure I take a note of this because I'm starting to do this shit now.
Well done, Rob.
I know.
It's plot development, character development. It also helps because I never take any fucking notes. So you'll be able to.
You also need to answer that question as I asked you in Discord, by the way. But when someone else is talking, when you get them over.
Her name's Ensley.
Okay. So I'll give her a... Okay. It's just... Holy shit!
Oh, yeah. Oh,
okay.
Wow.
Oh, clearly you're not dyslexic.
Yeah, clearly you're quite good at this.
This is why I have to adapt these characters. Okay, I'm sorry.
Rob.
But...
I've gone back onto this and I've seen the last three photos in the fucking.
Oh,
chat.
that's your problem to deal with. Okay,
you dickhead, fucking dickhead. Right, yeah, I'll get to reply to that in a second. So you see that you remember her. You only remember her more recently because you know that a close member of her family is also one of these reborn. And that you've seen her hanging around in the tavern from time to time. Never spoken to her too much, though. Actually, natural 20. You know that she's a ranger. That has some healing magics.
One would assume that she's trying to do her best to help Merrick, right?
Yeah, you kind of can assume. You realise, putting two and two together. Yeah, she's a herbalist.
Oh, okay.
Has a lot of herbal medicine and her own arcane means of healing. So she's clearly the person who's meant to be keeping a watch on Merrick. But she looks shattered as you realise that she's like half asleep with her head down on the mattress as well. She's sat on a chair, just her head forward on the mattress.
1 second, I just gotta check one thing. If not, then never mind. I took it. Where is it?
Ooh. Is it prepared? That's
it is prepared.
Ooh,
but it doesn't do what I think it does, so never mind.
Never mind.
I'm just gonna shake her shoulder and just like, hey.
Hi,
Ainsley.
Yeah, sorry. Long night. He needs watching over and sorry, I ran out of herbs. Are you okay to take over for a bit?
Yeah, sure.
I just need to go and get more from the garden.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I don't know. It's, just don't want to lose him,
I know.
I can't lose anyone else. We've lost so many.
Salvar takes that in deeply. At that point.
You can see this look on her face as she just looks so thoroughly downtrodden.
Mm-hmm.
As she says, I can't do this again. Can't.
Hey, go rest. I'll keep an eye for a while. Come back with the herbs when you can.
Okay. I'll bring the herbs back first for you. I'll just go and get some quick shut-eye.
Thanks.
She kind of gives you a little sort of squeeze of the hand. She kind of takes your hand and just says, "Thank you." As she then goes to leave.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit in her seat next to where she was sitting and just sort of sit by next to an unconscious Merrick and just go, "You better not fucking die. We need you. I need you. God knows where your mind is right now, but I hope it's a peaceful place at least for the time being. Until you return, of course." I'm afraid. I'm afraid of losing the family that I gained that day. And I can't lose anyone else either. We all lost so much that day. Every one of us. And I miss those who we grew close to. I just stops there. Gonna clear it best as I can.
Zach, you're mute.
Oh, you fucker!
No, really?
Oh, I was fucking muted!
No!
How
long
for? How long for?
No! Bloody hell, I am an absolute boomer.
No!
I am a boomer at heart.
Did you hear the bit of Ainsley at least, or no?
No, they definitely did. No, I know what it was. When you started speaking, I put myself on mute not to distract it.
Oh, right. Okay, so it's not too bad then.
Not
He just
too
literally, so it's just like, he coughed up, I cleared it,
Oh, dear.
So Ainsley Harriet's still here.
Oh, God.
Yes, so just to recap for the audience there, that Merrick coughs a small clot. And Merrick Merrick has this small clot. Salvar clears it. And just afterwards, from a pained expression, you realise that his eyes are darting under his eyelids rapidly from side to side. You can see that there's a lot of movement.
Okay, in that case, two things I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Right? I am going to cast a third level spell just to cover bases.
Yeah.
Remove curse.
Okay.
If that, I don't think I know if that would do anything or not. But I mean, the object's amazing.
No, that won't make a difference there. But
okay.
Yeah. So we've got to remove curse down to cover bases.
Okay, so let's just cross that off. And at second level, sorry, I'm going to do lesser restoration, just to stable him at least.
You see that with that, you feel this limpness in his body, and you didn't notice it at first, but you realised he was actually very tensed up. Like, wasn't enough for you to notice when you first, but it was only at the point of after hitting him with that, you just feel a lot of the tension in his muscles release.
So after the lesser restoration or after what I said?
Restoration.
Right.
The lesser restoration, there's just a release of muscle. And shortly afterwards, you can see... You know that it isn't. But you feel like you can see a smile.
It's like a small chuckle. You ain't going anywhere, are you?
And as you sort of take a breath out, you hear a outside, and looking over at the door, you see that Tara, armed with 2 cups of coffee, says, after your performance last night, thought you might need another pick-me-up. I did leave something for you beside the bed.
Thank you, and it was nice.
She hands the cup over to you and takes a drink herself. Hold on. And takes a drink herself. And she says...
God, that was hot.
She says, well, you know, like it fresh. That's sweet of you, by the way. I was going to say something, but I didn't really want to interrupt you. I didn't mean to listen. I mean, I'm not very good at Salvar. Stubborn bastard.
That's why you married him, right?
Yep. I tell you, here comes in kid that he was.
He was a kid?
Oh yeah, always has been, to this day. Older
It kind
than
of
me.
makes sense now, actually, kind of think of it.
Yeah. He's older than me. By quite a bit, but, you know, different lifespans. Works out differently.
Aye.
But he's always been the kid. And he comes in, head full of ideas. To this day, does whatever the fuck he likes. But he does it for the right reasons, for the right people. Does it for you? For Rayleigh? For his whole family. All of us.
I wish one day I can amount to that. I am trying. I did. After Ewan's passing, I vowed with all the power I have, no one else would fall.
I know.
Yeah.
She puts her hand on your shoulder, just kind of rubs your shoulder a bit and says, and repeats again saying, I know.
Where is everyone?
Sarah Eyes went to go and try and find more herbs for Ainsley.
Okay.
And, well, Wayne is, I have no... Well, Wayne's Wayne. I had to climb and excuse myself out of a magistrate's. It's a long story, I'll explain it later. But, yeah, Wayne's off doing Wayne stuff. I haven't heard from Buller this morning, but... I'm sure we'll have time to celebrate, Salvar. As she looks up at you and says, I'm happy for you. I know there's a lot of shit going on right now.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy for you.
Darnie a favor.
All right then. What's it going to cost me?
Another favor? Well, you owe me one after that solo mission you sent.
Oh, he's frozen.
Me on. Oh, have I frozen?
Oh, there goes back.
Okay,
You froze
okay,
for a second there. Yeah.
I'm scared. Don't scare me like that, right? I was just gonna say, well, I don't know if you owe me a favor, but if it counts, I'll owe you back. I don't know.
In fairness, yes, you did me a massive favour with that one. Alright then. How can I help?
I need information on not who this Dragonborn is they're looking for, but why they're looking for them. Because when they came, I was under the impression that I was suspect to who they were looking for.
They definitely behave strangely about you.
I know, profiling, right?
Yeah. But it's strange, if they're looking for a Dragonborn and they've been observing us, you'd think that they would know that you were here. Like, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. It's so hard to know, because then they act that... I tell you what, yes.
Thank you.
I know someone that we can speak to. The sisters.
The sisters?
Down by the docks, there are Holy Order. Lovely ladies.
Given Sarvar's like holiness and things like that, and obviously speaking to holy people, I doubt it, but is there a chance that he knows these people?
There is actually. Roll a history check right now.
Okay, this is... Oh, not good. That is an 8+1, so a 9.
Ooh. You're trying...
Sarvar's memory's not so good.
Yeah, like, you got a good old walloping last night, and you're still a little bit sort of dazed from it, and you're going through trying to think, like, sisters? Is there like a... Ain't there a group? There's a female order somewhere. Were they in here? Like, you've got, like, vague memories, but you're trying to sort of rack through your head, and you're just going through, like, trying to figure out, but you can't quite remember. As she says... Yes, they're, your kind of people. You'd like them.
Very well.
But they're much more mystical and prophecy-like than I am.
I didn't take you for the mystical and prophecy type. I take you for the take action and see what's in front of you type.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of the things I actually respected about you.
She smiles. And says, well, if they would know anything, their dedication to the art of war and death is second to none, apparently.
That kind of angles Salvar a bit. Right.
She continues by saying, they document, observe, records of every battle, every weapon, collate information, knowledge, techniques, secrets. Anything you want to know about killing someone, or about any time, any wars, any crimes, anything, all of those horrible thoughts, they dedicate themselves to knowing about it.
And to tell others, I'm assuming there's a price.
Not sure. They're not exactly, They keep to themselves, Salvar.
Understandable.
They're generally not hostile. I don't hear bad things about them. I just generally get the impression they are insular. So I don't know how you'd be received.
Either way, that's not a good thing. It means they're good at keeping secrets. And that tells me that whatever actions they've done, I've done behind shadow.
Yeah.
I'm going to change the subject at this point. So, how's Rayleigh doing with all the situations with Merrick? And also, I hope, how's she getting on with that chalkboard. I got her.
Quite well, actually. She's
Yeah.
been... I've caught her practicing with it a few times. She hides it when I come in the room. She thinks that I don't notice, but yeah, she sits there. She sat there for about an hour yesterday. It was quite sweet. Because I looked in and saw she, after a while, after writing and practicing her words and her spellings, she decided to try some pictures. She drew a tree. It was very beautiful, actually. It's really detailed. She's got some skill. She's a gorgeous girl.
Good. And I hope in time she's not so afraid of me. I can understand why, but
I think... I don't know.
fear of the unknown. Something different.
Yeah. You're very different.
Uh-huh.
I don't mind it. And most don't. But she's young. That and her context of meeting you originally was in a very difficult, challenging time for all of us. She met Saralise before then. But even with the others, I don't know if... I think she needs to warm up.
Yeah.
And she will. She's beautiful.
I just hope that I don't put her in danger. I don't want to put anyone in danger, not any of you. Not you, not Merrick, not Sarlise, Buller, Wayne.
She kind of pops an arm. Yeah, she's actually quite tall, so she can pop an arm on your shoulder.
I mean, I'm sat down, so...
Oh, you're sat down.
Yeah.
In that case, actually, she kind of comes in behind the chair and kind of gives you this little sort of, like, hug. Not like a full big old hug, but kind of like a smaller little, side hug. And kind of leans down to sort of talk, and she talks in a more hushed voice and says, "You haven't put any of us in danger. And if you are in danger, we would stand beside you. If you stand against any enemy, you will never stand alone."
Thank you.
She kind of leans up, ruffles your hair a bit.
I don't have hair.
Oh, you don't, do you? Yeah.
Just ruffles my scales and just like takes my... Ow. Before she says anything else, I'm just going to interrupt her and says, I need to be put in the direction of either a wizard, a sorcerer, a bard, or a druid. And I want to end the conversation there, if that's okay, Zach. I'm going to message you why afterwards.
Okay, definitely. So, I want to come back to Wayne now. Actually, no, I don't. Sorry, my bad. I want to come back to Buller first. Buller.
Yeah.
Where does Buller go to rest, by the way? Where did she stay overnight?
So, after everything, she would have asked Tara if she wanted her to stay to keep watch just in case something else happened.
Tara would have sent you home after all of the fighting. She sort of, sends you home, gives you a little doggy bag with some dinner in for the evening, and sort of sends you off home.
And Bulla just reiterates, if something happens, you know what? No, I'm just gonna check in.
That's right.
So Bulla does go home that night, and she spends the night at her apartment.
First thing in the morning, Buller.
Mm-hmm.
At the front door. And at the front door, you are greeted by the teller and Rocky.
Don't suppose you guys... I shouldn't have questioned that you guys were early birds. Come on in.
They they come in. You see that Rocky just comes in, same general charm he has about him, nice smile on his face. He just kind of waters himself in and sits down. And the teller says, I knew it. I knew it. I love it. I tell you, it's the talk of the town, darling. It's the talk of everybody right now.
What? What's the talk?
I'm sorry, but you beat the ass of the fucking order, putting down a bunch of clerics. My days. It's everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. It's
Are you serious? Everywhere?
Oh, I mean everywhere. Like, you have a challenger who's pulled out, has conceded after hearing. One of your challengers just fully conceded.
Wait. That wakes her up and she goes, wait. As in, okay. First of all, how the fuck does everyone know that the order came and that? Okay, whatever. So people know. Can we?
Baby, come on. A mech suit's a bit obvious. No, sorry. It's not a mech suit. It says,
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
A bunch of arcane armor ripping open one of the newest and very famous taverns, right? And a bunch of holy light comes bailing out, and we all hear the war screams of the Great Bulla. I mean, we can just assume, can't we? I think that goes around a bit.
That's true. That's true. I didn't think about that. Fuck. Okay, wait. You said someone pulled out?
Yeah, doesn't want to fight you, has conceded.
Who?
What's his name?
I have the notes if you need it, Zach.
Yeah. Remind me. I'm the DM. Yeah, this should be the other way around.
So we have the Jones brothers. Those are the twins. We have the Kraken and the Ogre.
Kraken.
Right.
No, not the Kraken. The Kraken hasn't. Sorry, the Kraken's the second bit. Well, the Kraken seems to want to raise the stakes. You have made quite the impression there. And but our lovely ogre friend is pulling away.
The Ogre. The one that fights to the death.
Yep, fully conceded.
Why?
I don't know. I get a thing through which basically has asked you to name your price for his defeat. What does he have to give
I almost
you?
said Victoria. Sorry. Victoria's even stunned about this.
Yeah.
But Bola just looks at him like extremely dumbfounded, like expecting that basically the stupid twins were going to pull out, but it was the Ogre, and she's just like,
He's offered a tribute. You set the price.
Okay. Bola just kind of looks at him and she goes, "Did you speak with him? Like, you spoke with him in person?"
I do, darling. I manage everything round here, so I had a little tete-a-tete on your behalf.
Okay. Did he seem scared or
No.
like he was planning something?
I'll be honest with you. He seemed generally quite... Actually, I need to roll insight. Does the teller figure out what he was?
Yeah, does he even care? Like, that's the thing, too. Does he even care to look?
Oh, no, I think the teller cares. Teller's a bit of a gossip. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, no, he does. He goes, well, if it's between you and me, love, just as a, I actually think you've made a very positive impression. The man, what can I say, has something of a penchant for honourable fighters. He has a lot of values. I don't speak
bougie. What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, darling. It's okay. So, he's very honour-driven. He likes good, honourable fighters. He seemed actually to sort of want to talk to you on an equal basis. He seems to concede to a challenge he knows he may not win. Personally, I would take it as a compliment. the way I see it, he seems to be having some kind of respect here.
All right. Forgive me for being kind of cautious about that, but it's the ogre.
Well, yeah, the man's bananas. So it's probably fair to be a little bit cautious.
Did he want these terms negotiated in person, or?
No, you just have to name your price because he conceded. You get to set the price. You send it back. He either pays it or he doesn't, and he has to fight. You set the terms.
My terms are what I set before. He gets to keep all of his territory, all of his men, gets to run his games the way that he wants. All I ask in return is for his loyalty. And when I call upon him to use some of his men or him or anything, that he must join the cause of whatever I call for.
I see. I shall take the terms of your vassalage to him, and we shall see what he says. I would be hopeful. You're doing very, moving all the right circles here. For, I didn't think you were going to sort of fully settle into this. You're a very good fighter. I wasn't sure about your business acumens. But I must admit, you're proving yourself quite well here. I'm very impressed to say. So, young lady, how about your fight with the twins? Because they seem to be very, very keen to fight you, and soon.
Soon as they want, honestly. Sooner the better. Get this over with.
Well, they had a sort of pitch to me for a little exchange this evening.
Tonight.
Yes.
Okay. I'm only bringing one person.
Okay.
Of course you'll be there, I'm guessing. And Rocky here. Hey.
Rocky kind of puts a thumb up and smiles. Just goes like that. As he says, "Of course, darling, I'm taking the bets for everything. I'll let you know what your odds are."
Awesome. Do we know anyone who is the basically the ref DM? Is anyone? Do they run fair games, or are they the ones that don't run?
No,
games?
these run fair games.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we have got a marshal in. It's okay because I handle marshalling for these places. If I want to fight, and I want it fought fair, because otherwise people don't buy my bets.
Okay.
So we've got a sunflower.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Indian sunflower going at it in the chat.
Oh yeah, they really are. Oh. I can, by the way, as you've been talking to the teller, I've been hearing the Boba Fett introduction.
I know.
I know, right?
I'm like,
As the daimyo, the new daimyo.
Please, can Bulla have a pet rancor?
Oh god, that would be so fun. No.
Well, she has a
Bullet.
pet Wayne now.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Bulla is the Rancor. Like,
I feel like at this point, Bulla's Boba Fett and Wayne is like Danzig. No, not Danzig. That's a fucking
what? Fennec.
Fennec,
but
yeah.
Mando.
Mando.
Oh, Mando. Yeah.
Danzig. That's a
Oh,
fucking.
it is.
Okay.
Damn, I wish Lewis was here to hear that.
Oh.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Should we take
we
quick
need to go on a
break?
break.
Yes.
So we're going to see you in just a moment, guys. We're going to take a really quick break, and we'll be back in just a second. Love you all lots, and see you in about 5 minutes. Bye. There. hello, everybody. We have returned, and we have the wonderful Liza who has returned. Sarah Liza is back, and we are ready to get going. Let's pick up. Where were we? I've lost my train of thought.
We were.
I don't know. I just got here.
The teller and Bulla were talking about the new game that was going to happen that night.
Yes. So
Did you say the teller or Nutella? Oh, the teller. Sorry.
Yeah, the
It's
teller.
definitely Nutella.
So
That's his nickname now, Nutella.
Oh fuck no!
Anyway.
Well, I mean, he is
Look,
sickly,
we,
he is
we
sickly
had
sweet.
Bitch Face McGee. We now have Nutella.
Okay.
Yeah. So, he he's saying to you, well, you don't have to worry about anything at all, darling, because I've got my marshal who's going to be reffing the whole thing. He's going to be there the whole time. I'm going to be there. Rocky here is making sure that shit goes to a plan. And also, I will say one thing though. The twins have a bit of a reputation for watch your legs. They like to bring in things and they'll try and argue the point that it's not actually a weapon. I once watched them use a lasso to trip someone over and claim it wasn't a weapon. It's great. They're funny.
Technically, it isn't. That's
Yeah.
really smart.
Well, yeah.
But I'm guessing no weapons then, yeah?
It's no weapons, but again, it's no weapons.
Okay. And I'll ask like
Eldritch
details,
Spells on the
time and place. No one knows that Bulla just realized that she's a paladin. So there's that
Punch
too.
you and smite you at the same time.
And he says to her, well, time and place is quite simple. They'd like you to go to them. They're down on the south side, and they've got a nice little place. Do you remember...
Hi.
Okay.
Did you just realize what was on my shirt?
No, I missed the shirt. Oh, no, now I want to know... Oh, no, don't be derailed.
Anyway.
One way or another. Oh, I love
One way
it.
or another, somebody's getting stabbed.
I mean, that is actually very
Let's
applicable.
get to it.
We're getting to it because I have to read my own fucking notes sometimes, and I remember what I called this tavern some years ago now. He goes, well, it's down at the Bull and Cox, and just underneath. I can't keep a straight face. Why did I do this to myself?
Don't know.
We were all 15 once.
Yeah. Yep.
You started this, and you apparently ended this as well.
Yep. And he goes, so they're down in that little tavern, seedy little place. Don't know if you've ever been in there. It's a fucking pigsty,
No,
I tell you.
I haven't.
Oh God,
But yeah.
darling, you're gonna smell like pipe weed for fucking days afterwards. It's one of those places.
Love that.
You see that he sort of stands up and says, well, oh, I forgot. We need to talk cut.
Okay.
You see that he has a little coin purse, and he says, "Is first bit of the revenues here. I'm hoping that things go well tonight, but just so that we're on the same bit, wouldn't want us to have any misunderstandings along the way. But you do just want to make sure that we are going to honour our agreements for my cuts when it comes to the bets. Good. Lovely. And I hope you will... I hope you show up well, because I'll be honest with you, I'm betting on you.
Well, if you didn't, you'd be an idiot.
I told you, Rocky, she's the best, isn't she? I'd say it all the time. Ah, dear. Right, I'll leave you to it, darling. It's nice seeing you.
And,
Always
a pleasure.
You see that he smiles and takes his leave. And as he goes out, Rocky kind of looks over at you and says, I wouldn't worry about it. They're pussies. And then just kind of puts his thumb up again. As he then
And she just nods her head and she was like, I know.
And he just kind of gets up with that usual smile that he has and just goes and follows the teller.
Cool. Since it's early morning, Bola's gonna get ready for her day like normally. Docks, how far away are they? Is it easy to get to them?
Yeah,
And then
about half-hour walk. Not too
Okay.
bad. Pretty easy to
well,
get to.
I'm not going to go alone as per I agreed with Wayne. So I am going to get dressed and get ready, and I'm going to swing by the tavern like I promised.
Lovely. We'll get back to you swinging by the tavern.
Cool.
Saralise.
Hey.
Thankfully, there's a lovely little apothecary that has a herb garden that very thankfully is co-owned by an expat from Windermere who has been more than happy to share her produce for Merrick. And so you've been out to the garden, managed to pick up some soldier's paste, a couple other little bits and bobs, and able to bring it back in time. And when you do, you arrive back at the tavern, and you go up to the room and see that Salvar isn't around initially. It's at this point that you hear some talking, and you can hear Salvar and Tara talking in Merrick's room.
She listens in for a minute before she knocks on the door.
Tara is with you, Salvar. You've kind of had a big chat, and at the end of it, she says, I'm gonna go and get us another drink. And she stops for a second. You're doing well for yourself, Salvar, and I'm sorry that you were upstairs by yourself last night. I should have left more people up there with you. Left you a bit more backup.
Worry about it.
Well, no, I will worry about it. I care about all of you deeply. And, Saralise
Sorry, I'm sorry, but Tara at this point is Salvar's mum. I'm sorry.
Well, she follows
It's
that
at
up.
that point right
Yeah.
there. Just like, Mum.
When she says, and Saralise would never forgive me either.
Fucking vote, sorry.
Yeah. She does sort of stop and say, when he...
Oh, I'm being called.
Crap. We'll continue this chat longer. Okay.
We'll continue this chat longer. She says, I need to make sure that he's okay. Above all else, I know that Saralise is bringing some medicine for him, but you know that it's okay to worry about her.
Yeah.
I say so because last night I saw that look. I don't see you scared, Salvar. But in that fight when we first got upstairs, you seem pretty serious about her.
See, just sort of like swallowing his words, sort of thing. And I was just like, she always turns up when it means it.
That's what. Sorry, go on.
No, you go on. Sorry.
She sort of says to you and says, I know. You two suit each other very well.
It's kind of like when Merrick turned up when he needed to, for you.
Yeah. You see, she goes back over to Merrick for a second, sort of takes his hand a little bit, and says, you know...
It's fucking sunflower, sorry.
I know, right?
fucking phone. Anyway.
She says, you know how I was telling you about how stubborn he is?
Yeah.
He kept secrets. He made mistakes. God knows it. Gods know it that oh, God, I could have thrown this man out a window so many times.
I know, I was there.
Yeah. You see that she has this sort of small smile on her face as she says, yeah. But whenever I was scared, whenever I was alone, he was there. And he came through. And you do so for each other. I don't know what she'll say.
I don't know what she'll say either.
I hope, yes. I hope that as much as Merrick and I have found strength in each other, you two can find strength for each other as well.
Aye. I will say this, though. It definitely wasn't now on the whim.
Oh, I don't believe that for a second.
I was thinking about it for a while. It's just looking for the right time.
Death puts things in perspective.
It was before that, though. Like I said, she was always there when I was alone. And I don't want to be alone again. And like I said before, I want to make sure that no one loses anyone else, and I don't want you to be alone. I will mention one thing, though, before he came in. Merrick was coughing something up, but I did some magic and seemed to calm that, but it seems to be only for a time being. There's a greater way of doing this, but I lack the materials to do so.
What do you need?
I need a diamond worth 100 gold.
Hold on. No, that's right. Sorry. 100 gold. Oof.
Yeah. Uncut. It may not cure him entirely, but it may make him stable for the majority of the time, at least so people like Ensley and myself don't have to wait on him constantly.
Yeah. She looks and says, well, uncut, you say?
Yeah. Cut diamonds never work.
Well,
to an extent, obviously, but you know.
You see that she pulls a drawer open beside the bedside? And you see that there is this rough little stone in the middle of a necklace. And as she holds it out towards you and says, will that do?
He said, look at that and says, yeah, this will do, but I can't do this right now. As in, out of character, I don't have it prepared currently.
Got it. I'll leave it in the bedside. When you can.
One more thing. Salva gets a bit flustered. He's like, I'm not very familiar with ceremonial terms. Do I need a ring? For
you see that there is this lovely little smile on her face and says, you don't have to have a ring. It's a common thing, but a gift, a something.
I've never done this before, so
Oh, Salvar. She kind of takes your hand a bit, and she also kind of just gives you this reassuring little hand squeeze and says, "Whatever you do will be enough, as long as it's from your heart."
Starlight, if anyone is passing outside the door, Starlight is just like this, like stifling a giggle.
Yeah.
Do I hear this?
Do you know what? I'm actually going to say, can you roll me... Actually, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 14.
No, just short.
Ah.
Yeah, Tara's is short as well, actually. Yeah, so she says, anything that you do, as long as it comes from your heart, will mean enough. I'm sure that a ring would be just delightful. I know a place if you want.
Yeah. I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah. Right. I'll go and get a pumice and some water for that herbs.
As she says this, Starlight knocks on the door now.
She looks around and goes, "Oh, thank God, Starlight. I need to go and get some pumice and water. He needs the."
You just see Salvar at this point, just sort of like, with like the fur, just sort of like,
She comes over to you, doesn't really ask, just takes the herbs from your hand, from the little baggie, and says, "I'll go and get these prepared." And just very quickly and sharply leaves the room.
Now the question is Salvar going to bring it up? Because Starlight isn't.
As the quietness hangs in the air between you.
Hi.
Hi, how's Merrick doing?
He's doing good.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
She's kind of like biting her lip. She goes, about earlier. Did you mean that?
Yeah.
Sunflower fucking coming in
sorry,
here. He's tapping his claws. Yeah, I meant it. Sorry, serious moment.
I told myself the day I said I loved you, that I'd always be there for you. But I think in some way I failed because you've always been there to protect me.
Isn't that what being a partner is about?
I think that's what love's about.
She goes up to Salvar and kisses him and then steps back and goes, "My answer is yes, but
yeah,
I want my parents to be able to be there before we do it."
Right. So do I need permission or
No. You don't need permission, but I want my parents to see me get married. I want them to know I'm okay. I want them to see me happy.
I understand. And I will help make that happen as best as I can.
Zach is over there like
Yeah. Just sort of like there and just like typically grabs sits her on his lap and just sort of like just holds her.
Just holds her tight. Oh. Oh, that's so sweet. And with that, as you share a tender moment, I'm going to come to Wayne. Wayne, you're currently doing some like weird trippy magic on a building, trying to scope it out.
I am short resting, so I have both of my
spell slots back. Okay.
God damn it! I almost snorted tequila out of my mouth.
Tequila.
Margarita. It's National Margarita Day.
Okay, that's allowed then. So I'm gonna need like some.
I mean, he's just lying down on a roof.
Yeah, you're gonna need stealth to not be seen lying down on a roof.
Okay. How does a 24 sound?
Fuck me!
I have a +8 to stealth.
Nice.
You were +8. Jesus.
I have a +8 to stealth and a +9 to persuasion, intimidation, and deception.
What armor are you wearing?
I don't even have like proficiency in stealth, and I get a +5.
I know.
What?
That is
my AC is only 16. It's studded leather.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
I just imagine Wade as some like cladded fucking.
No, he's literally the only armor he's wearing is the helmet and like a pair of pauldrons. So the whole sort of like this section is armor. Everything else is just like robes and leather.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Anyway, let's get back to it. Okay.
So you, somehow nobody notices on these slanted roofs that there is just a full-on spectre guy just laying flat on there. Yeah, you just. I tell you what you do actually. You kind of find one of the chimney stacks and are able to just kind of lie down next to it in a way that you would only really be visible from the wall, and there's like just no one there. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're totally fine. After resting, getting both your spell slots back, what would you like to do?
First port of order is between this building and the building that we're not supposed to be at. That like fucky wucky building.
Yeah.
I want to jump off of the roof down there.
To the ground.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
How fucking high is that?
14.
Jesus.
What was it, like a D6 per 10 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine these buildings are much more than like 30 feet high.
Jesus Christ. D6. It fell. 3, 4, D6. Where's... Oh no, I haven't got my physical dice. I have to do this manually. I mean, digitally. Okie dokie. That is... 6 plus 5, 11. 11 plus 4.
15.
15 plus 5.
20.
20 bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Cool. He lands directly on one of his legs, and if anyone was in the near vicinity, there would just be that like noise.
Yeah.
His entire leg just dislocates, and he spends the next sort of minute or so like
Jesus.
Just clocking it back into place. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Ow.
At which point he will walk up to the thing and listen inside.
Okay. So you walk up to the thing and you put your ear. You physically touch the wall.
No, I listen.
Okay, you just turn your ear and listen. You don't
Yes.
make any physical contact with the building. Got it. You can hear these strange whispering sounds. Like, it's coming over very faintly, but these people are clearly like talking at their normal volume. It kind of sounds like a lot of feet. There's a lot of running. Give me a perception check at this point, because that's what you can passively hear.
Okay. It's only a 9.
Yeah, you're not really picking up on it. You can just hear, looks like a lot of, sounds like a lot of stamping and just chattering.
In that case, then, I am going to actually wind up touching the wall because I'm going to start knocking. Almost in like a Morse codey kind of way.
Okie dokie.
Very specifically trying to use Thieves' Scant.
Ah. So, in Thieves' Cant, what are you trying to communicate?
Can anyone understand me? Or more to a point, the first one, can anyone hear me?
You hear back, knocked in a pattern. Who?
Knock back. Friend.
Knocks back. Why knocking?
Knocks again. Don't know who's listening.
Knocks back. The guards will be here. Leave. Quick.
Knox, are you trapped?
Knocks back. Yes.
Final set of knocks. Follow the monster. At which point, Wayne will walk into the street and cast polymorph on themselves.
Oh!
Oh. Shit, okay.
Turning into an undead version of the Tuskaloth I sent you.
Jesus!
Oh, oh God.
Oh, this thing is cursed. I hate, like, every second I have to look at this
It's
thing.
also gargantuan.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the CR of that?
10.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Shit.
Yep. Oh.
Easy to hit, but
Oh,
he's a big
God.
un.
Yeah, he's a big un.
And
He
for
really-
reference, I'm casting it as I'm running at that wall, and I'm going to attempt to effectively upheave the whole building.
You are just fully trying to upheave the building.
Yes.
Okay, we have interesting definitions of physics here. I need you to give me an attack roll, followed by damage. The attack roll is less about to hitting, it's to do the effect you want.
Mm-hmm. So the attack roll is a 17 plus 13 for a 30.
Yeah.
Polymorph, it's the DM's bane because they had to look up shit on the whim.
Yep.
Oh no, I sent this in advance.
I know you sent it in advance, but I just thought, holy shit. I mean, I think the only downfall for polymorph is that you don't get any like legendary actions from the creature.
So, it would be 29, but this thing also has Siege Beast, which means it deals double damage to objects and structures. I mean, 58 damage.
Okay. You hit the wall and just boom. Instead of it going and like heaving up the building, you go straight onto the inside, and there is a flood of a noxious gas. Can I get a Constitution saving throw, please?
27.
Hold on, someone's knocking at my door. Really quick second. Can I leave you with the audience a minute?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Cliffhanger.
What did you do? I don't think I was here for that bit. It's just-
I'm freeing these. There's like a weird box with no doors and no windows and no way in or out. in the middle of the Citadel district, the upper district.
To what end, though?
Well, that's the thing. I turned up there, I detected magic on it, and the whole building's really, really kind of enchanted.
Right.
So ultimately, Wayne went up to it and started knocking on the wall to figure out if someone was on the inside and if they were trapped.
Mm-hmm.
They were. So he's decided that he's going to liberate them, and he's going to also take steps to get them out.
Wait, is this where the tieflings are at?
No.
Oh, sorry.
So.
Just a random place that Tara.
Yeah.
Found.
Oh, okay. What was the creature called? I need to know this for myself.
Tuskaloth. Tuskaloth.
Skalo. What?
Aloth.
Aloth.
Tusk-a-loth. Think lot of tusks.
I don't know why, but it reminds me of a Pokemon.
It won't. Not when you look at it.
I'm seeing the images right now. Oh, fuck me. Lewis,
it's kind of like a
Lewis,
cross.
You broken motherfucker, you. Just seriously.
It's kind of like a cross between an elephant, a rhino, and I don't know, a wild boar.
It looks like some kind of monster hunter.
I mean, considering the little things next to it, you can actually see seagulls on the fucking picture.
I don't know. I'm seeing the image right now. It makes me uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you think in between those tusks, there's a mouth.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. This is holy fuck.
You wonder what this end looks like. I wonder what the back end looks like.
Listen, you saw a cat.
If it's just as many tusks,
Yeah, just it's either some kind of June or Monster Hunter or something like that.
That thing is kind of cute.
You say June? I thought the Mist.
Yes, no, the Mist. Oh my god, that is so much better. Holy shit, that's so much better. It's like if the Mist was in Africa or something like that.
And it's a beast. This thing looks like a fucking...
What?
Yeah.
No way.
It looks like an eldritch horror.
No, bullshit. Is it a beast?
It's a beast.
It's a beast.
What?
It's effectively a dire mammoth.
I need to find the full page for this. Because unfortunately, Google is not giving me the fucking full page.
It's considered a siege beast.
So a siege beast, not an actual beast.
No, a beast is a beast, but the fact that it has the
as long
tag
as it has the term beast there, it is still a beast and therefore can be polymorphed into.
Oh, damn, okay. No, that's wild shape. Polymorph can determine anything.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Polymorph has to be a beast.
Does it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Some DMs turn around and say oh yeah, but you can turn into a dragon though, because flavor, and it's
okay. I've had a DM do that, and it was fucking badass because I got turned into a young red dragon. All right, I was playing with Red Servala, and
it's not a crime against fantasy nature, Sunflower. It's just a little bit fucky wooky.
It's a gargantuan beast, so it still comes under the beast aspect because the gargantuan comes under the size. With polymorph, though, you can turn into pretty much whatever you want,
as long as it has the beast tag.
That's wild shape.
No,
really?
Wild shape is you can turn into anything with the beast tag that's I think a third of your level or less in CR.
Hang on, it's polymorph. Spell. I'm just reading this out for the chat. No. I believe you. I'm going to read this out for myself. So, the spell transforms you into the creature that you can see within the range of your new form, and an unwilling creature may make blah blah blah. That's not you. It doesn't specify beast.
No, yeah, it does. Are replaced by statistics of the chosen beast.
Including mental abilities, and replaced with the statistics in the game. Statistics including mental abilities, and replaced with this. I read that twice. And chosen of the chosen beast.
Yep, it has to be a beast.
Of the
true polymorph, a level 9 spell is different.
Okay.
Regular polymorph has to be a beast.
True polymorph is any creature that is your level or lower.
Right, okay. I'll be back.
but you can also turn people into inanimate objects.
That's nuts. But if it's inanimate objects, that doesn't fall into the category, surely. I'll be right back. I won't be long. Talk amongst yourselves.
I literally have this BBEG who is they're a level, well, technically they're a level 18 wizard, and their entire home is assembled out of people.
Oh my god, that is horrible and wonderful at the same time.
Like, and the other 2 levels are an artificer. So what they wind up doing is they wind up either making people into furniture or they polymorph them into furniture.
See, my BBEG is a bard rogue multi-class.
Yeah, but that screams you. How do I make a BBEG? Oh, I know. Chaotic energy and infinite power.
Like, Liliana is just, she's fun. I decided to level her down for a one-shot, and it was branded the DM's Halloween one-shot.
Mm-hmm.
And she was fucking hilarious. I just come in with his, like, eldritch something or other. And I hit it. I critted on it. And I in one hit at level 10, because again, I leveled her down for this. I did 47 damage. And I was so happy.
The other thing that everyone doesn't realize about true polymorph. So another thing about true polymorph, as well as being able to turn anyone into or being able to turn yourself into anything, you can turn anyone into an object. Like, you can literally turn people into chairs. Or you can turn objects into anything that's CR9 or less.
Yeah.
So you can turn a chair into a fucking T-Rex.
Oh, yeah. Polymorph is it's fucking wild.
Well, polymorph isn't too bad. True polymorph.
Yeah, true polymorph. Yeah, I knew what I meant. Hold on,
Watch
sorry.
this feather. It is now a Tarrasque. Well, no, but you know.
This penny went from being a penny to a fucking Tarrasque. Deal with it, bitches.
Bitches.
Your national coin has got a saber-toothed tiger on the back. Interesting. Ping!
I was like, oh no, I've dropped all of my coins. What have they turned into? Is it an intellect devourer?
As the Dungeon Master is back.
Yes,
As the Dungeon Master is back. I need you to roll me... sorry. I need you to roll me a luck check. My brain wanted to go dipshit check. But I need you.
Roll for dumb
Is that
shit.
not the same thing in this case?
Yeah.
I did roll for dumb shit last game, and look at where that got me. Look at that, it did some minor panic attack.
35. You just smash this hole in. Sorry, I've completely forgotten what you got for your Constitution saving throw as well.
27.
Yeah. There is a noxious gas that is just horrendous. That's pushing you back. You can feel it burn as it's being inhaled. That's going to be 22 points of poison damage.
Cool. This thing's got 200 hit points. It's fine.
And yeah,
Oh god.
this thing has so many hit points.
Oh, but hold on. Nice stealth concentration. It's fine.
Yeah, you have a plus 10 to your Constitution, mate. Come on.
Yeah. So, with that, I'm just going to say that right now you hear this sound, and yeah, because you still have your intelligence, don't you, while you're the creature?
Mm-hmm.
You still understand what's going on around you.
No, that's
No, I technically right now I've got 3 intelligence.
Right, you have no fucking idea what's going on then.
I can register the fact that there are noises, and I can register a plan that I previously had.
Got it. So what was your previous plan?
My previous plan was to break open this thing, like knock the lid off it or something,
Yeah.
allow them to escape, while I was maintaining this form, running towards the wall. Like, the wall.
Yeah, the wall of the keep, the outer wall.
Yes. No, well, the wall between the keep and the city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that one. Yes, excellent.
The citadel wall.
Yes. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Right. So you run towards this keep wall, and you just go, like, full ham after smashing this open. What's the AC of this bastard? I've forgotten already.
14.
14. That's going to be 1, 2, and a miss, and a 3.
It's bad, and a miss. And a 5, and I missed again.
Okay. You're going to take... No, that's shit damage. You get 19 piercing damage as you are just sort of, being absolutely peppered with arrows. As, you can see guardsmen rushing up on the walls trying to fire at this huge honking beast. Mm-hmm. And you're going to be able to register the sound, which is just a horn. Obviously not intelligent enough to know what it is. The rest of you are very aware of this horn sound, as it echoes and reverberates from the top of the citadel. You realise that this is a general emergency horn, indicating that the city is under attack.
So, immediately after reaching the wall, it's going to rear up.
Yep.
And go back to slam down, but not before, again, kind of overshadowing the entire horn. There's just this loud...
Okay.
As it uses Earthshake.
Oh! Wow, okay.
So each creature on the ground, which includes on top of the walls, within 30 feet of the Tuskaloth, must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Yep. Tremor also deals 50 bludgeoning damage to any structure in contact with the ground of that area, and a structure that drops to 0 is collapsed.
Except Reed Siege Beast.
Doubles damage. Okay. Oh, yeah. Right. Okie dokie. Go. Right. Yep. Okay.
I'm so sorry, Zach.
Jesus.
I intend to knock down a section of the wall so that said people who are behind me and escaping from that box of death can escape.
I mean, that technically... Okay! So, right. Okay. Now, so, you have just shattered the wall of the keep. You watch as a huge segment of wall collapses. Okay, so, this wall is pretty thick.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that it's thick is that the soldiers are barracked inside it. It is a building. It is like a long flat block that goes round.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just watch as this thing collapse down and just fucking buries all of these people that were all inside it. And
is there
buries
dust?
A chunk of barracks. Yeah, a lot of dust.
Cool. In the dust, I come out of the polymorph, and using the dust itself to hide myself, I'm going to distance spell Dimension Door away.
Oh
no! What? So I can go 1,000 feet back into the city towards the tavern.
I fucking love it here.
Okay.
I like how I casually caused an earthquake and then just like fuck the shit.
You made maxing motherfucking use.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Right. Okay. I
feel the need for another margarita just for this reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a stiffer drink than this coffee afterwards.
Oh my god.
Wait, what is your mug? Zach, I need to see this.
Yeah, oh my god, it's amazing.
It's a D&D mug.
Oh,
It's a D&D tankard.
It's so metal, it's so girthy.
Have you seen my D12 D&D?
Yeah, I have. I when I was buying this, it also had the D12, and I was like,
Anyway.
Right.
Sorry, I don't want to be that guy, but
no, I know, but yeah, okay, fine. We have to get back to the clusterfuck. So, everybody else.
Oh damn, Sunflower!
What is Sunflower? Oh no! Oh no!
Oh cool.
And
wait, Jack, I could send
after
you something if you want.
1,000 feet away, will prestidigitate themselves so that they no longer look dusty, and will just casually walk back to the tavern.
You didn't even look behind you. You have no idea if that person escaped. You don't even know who that person was.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Is it? I mean, I guess technically it is.
I didn't have time.
Really
I maybe did like 30 seconds worth of smash, run to a wall, teleport.
He has no idea who he released. He has no idea what he's done. None of us do.
That could be Gary.
That could be the BBEG for all we fucking know.
I'm really excited.
I'm proud. I'm so proud.
I'm proud, but also at the same time, I'm like, caution, paranoia. Think about our actions because we've already set up a nuke in this game.
No.
I don't even want to talk about think about your actions
you
when you guys literally off of an ambush and just killed everybody because you wanted to cast fireball. So.
Oh, God.
I only killed 2 people with that, and that was because they were attacking both Salvar and Sarlise.
Oh.
Just saying.
So.
I feel sorry for the new guy.
Yeah. Wayne is the definition of that audio where it's like, what's your body count? It's like, oh, in the thousands. Now, you've slept with 1,000 people? No. Wait, what?
Wait, you found the basement?
Yeah,
Wait,
okay,
what?
So... Wayne, it's not immediately apparent to you. You can hear the horn and rapidly recognize that as being a general emergency. It doesn't really dawn on you until you get back there just how hectic things on the streets are getting, as you can see people in a general panic as various groups start, mustering up, and the various militias getting ready to respond to some kind of threat. And you make it back to the tavern. Everybody, the world is losing their shit outside at the moment. As after hearing this, you're kind of thinking, well, what the fuck's just happened?
Bull has just gotten there, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but you will have just about gotten to the tavern at this point. After, Salvar and Sarlise had this conversation. And, you can see all of the members of the People's Union are starting to muster up and gather and trying to get together because they're all like, well, what do we do? And there's a rapid discussion among Tara and the others who are rapidly trying to reorientate, being like, what's under attack? What's going on? What the fuck's happening? And as you arrive, you see that Salvar, Sarlise, you have been spectating as everyone's been losing their fucking minds. And Wayne, you walk into the room, seeing all of this. Shortly after Bulla.
I'm just gonna go at this point. God fucking damn it, Wayne. Just I don't know that shit, but I just want to say for the meme.
That's good meme. But yeah, Wayne, you walk into chaos.
What's going on?
Everyone seems to be panicking.
Yes, they do. Apparently there's someone's attacking the Citadel. They don't know how many people but they've attacked the wall. They've got some sort of siege weapon.
Insight check.
Yeah?
That is 19 plus
Tara. This is Tara speaking. Yeah, this is Tara speaking. Tara entirely believes this. That is the rumor that's going around.
Okay. I got 27. I just figured in my head.
Wait, you're insight checking.
Do you guys know?
Yeah.
That would be metagaming.
That's much too metagaming.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Sarlise just goes, Wayne, Bulla, you guys just got in. Do you know anything about it more than we do?
No, I just walked in.
About what specifically?
Apparently the Citadel got attacked. Wayne,
What do you mean?
what did you do?
Oh, okay. Now my insight is metagaming, right?
Yeah.
Hey?
Well, he said,
Yeah.
I acted on a piece of information that I was given by Tara.
What?
We all look at Tara.
Tara looks at you in utter bemusement, like, explain?
You mentioned the strange building.
No, Wayne, no! Oh, fuck!
Now can I roll insight?
No,
yes.
No, you can take the insight. Take the insight you had before. You immediately put 2 and 2 together and realize
there were people trapped inside. So I liberated them.
How did you liberate them?
Did they see you?
A Tusk? You became a fucking Tuskaloth in the middle of the keep.
Temporarily.
What did you do?
Did anyone follow you?
I don't see how they can follow me when I teleport 1,000 feet at a time.
I'm just gonna look at. Sorry,
you're gonna have to teach
Bulla,
me
are you
how
there
to
as
do
well?
that.
What?
Are you there as well, Bulla, or?
Yeah, I just got in and then Wayne walked in.
Okay,
like I just walked in.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Sarlas. I'm gonna look at Bulla with my insight check. I'm just gonna look at Wayne and just like, nice.
What do you mean nice? Like, who did you smashed a wall in?
No,
Wayne
I caused a minor earthquake and the wall collapsed.
Wait, you collapsed the wall of the keep?
Be right back.
Mm-hmm.
How many people did you just fucking bury?
Not many, seeing as it was the, it's the time when all of the soldiers are actually awake and on duty.
Jesus. You see that she just looks like...
In actual fact, I think I might have caused about 10% of the fatalities I could have done if I did it at night.
She looks utterly in bemusement as she's like, well, who was in there then?
People.
Oh, where are the people? Where have you...
I gave them the opportunity to escape. I didn't...
Wayne, you smashed a wall open. 2 walls open. Summoned every single guard to the area and expected the people that want to escape whilst every single guard is heading exactly in their direction.
Yes, well, seeing as they were brewing some sort of noxious gas inside, I figured they had a better shot at getting out themselves anyway. If they are like me, if they are like the oppressed that live in this city, they need at least an opportunity not to be sealed in some building with no walls or doors. Sorry, with no windows or doors.
Why would someone be sealed in the city?
I don't know. Why would someone be sealed in it?
Why would someone bury tieflings underneath a tavern?
I mean, he's got a point.
Fair enough. I mean...
Regardless, it would have been nice to stay and at least get some information, but to be honest with you...
I acted on what Tara gave me.
You certainly...
Salvar just looks at Tara, just like...
You know how he is.
I don't know. I hoped I was going to get some information. I thought telling him about the problem and sending him towards it was me clearly indicating to...
You gave me a problem and I fixed it.
He is a nuke with a child's mind.
Yeah. It's a cannon of glass.
That's not entirely true either. My mind is actually quite impeccable. The issue is the simple fact that I now lack morality.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah.
I love it, but damn.
You see that?
Salvar's very happy right now, regardless of the situation. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Fucking hell. You see that she just has this look on her face of exasperation. She says, right, well...
I'm going to rest now.
Wayne, Whatever. Go rest.
I'm just resting for an hour. You can talk while I'm resting. I'm just sitting down. And again, he's literally sat in a chair downstairs, just talking.
Want a drink?
No.
I do. Bola
I
will
need a
just
drink.
walk behind the bar and grab some ale.
Starlice.
I can sort you something. Don't worry, I'll get you some strong.
Starlice is like, darling, can you make me a margarita? I'm not drunk enough for this shit.
I can only polymorph once a day.
Well, at least there's that.
I'm gonna make this strong shit, by the way.
Oh, you are you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Not the strong shit to do with the canal leaf, as in like.
Right, I see. Okay.
So,
Zach's like, oh, I wanted to.
I know.
I mean, I can offer it.
You know what?
I can
Not
offer
Bola
it.
fighting on that Canar leaf. Not Bola.
Starlice has not had Canar leaf yet, despite being the one who has been like the drug runner. Fuck it, give her Canar leaf.
Yeah. So you're having this drink, and Tara says, "Well, where exactly are we supposed to go? I mean, what do we do from now?"
Wayne kind of slowly sort of twists his head towards Buller, and it's one of those things where like it would just be normal, like someone just, it's like that thing that would be comedic because it's just everyone slowly turns their head towards Buller, but Wayne is the one that makes it creepy because it suddenly goes.
I am not drunk enough for this. And
Neither am
Starlice
I.
like takes a sip.
Yeah, just like. So yeah, I don't even know what next steps we can take, what we can do.
I don't know. The fact that they are looking for a Dragonborn, looking for tieflings, clearly they are looking for Salvar and myself. I am having an existential crisis. He just asked me to marry him. I said yes, by the way, guys. And yes.
Oh, we're just gonna skip over that, are we? Okay, sure. You see the look on Tara's face, and she just, because you're just like, you're just speaking, and you could just see the look on her face, like, oh, okay, we're going straight past that, are we?
Congratulations on your engagement, but I think there are more pressing issues at hand.
I'm just gonna look at Buller, just like, yeah, that happened.
Cool.
Do you want to be my best man? Oh, girl, I don't know how it works.
Salvar, I promise you, I will help you with this, and I will explain to you how this all goes. Right now, we're in a city that thinks it's being invaded.
But I like Buller the most.
Yes, I know.
Bola is gonna laugh and then take a swig, and she'll go, "Yeah, I will, but who knows when you're gonna be able to have this ceremony, buddy."
Also, considering most of the priests in the city are under this corrupt regime.
Yeah. Oh God, Wayne. God. You see the look on her face of exasperation. She says, "Okay."
Buller, tell them about the place.
The what?
The what?
What place?
Bola will just
What
turn
place?
around and just look deadpan at Wayne, just like, that was so... Seriously?
That was before this place got compromised, and this place is no longer safe to protect,
I was hoping
Merrick.
to only tell Tara.
What about Merrick, though?
What about Merrick? Is he not okay?
No,
He's
not.
alive, but he needs moving because in his current state, he won't survive another attack.
I can stabilize him, but he can't fight.
I stabilized him already, I think.
He's
Pretty sure I did, right?
He's dipping in and out.
Okay.
He's deteriorating.
Not to my caliber.
Yeah. Salvar wants to smack him with greater restoration, but doesn't have it prepared right now. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi. Hello.
Oh.
So
Bola is gonna look at Tara and say, "All right, sit."
she sits down. Where are we going then?
Remember Smitty?
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Scumbag. Yeah, what about him?
I killed him.
Oh, I see. We have a young budding crime lord, then, do we? You see that immediately she has, like, you could just see this look on her face of, like, implications understood. As she goes, didn't want to let anyone else in on that.
At this point, Salva just points out, yeah, you still haven't paid us for that, by the way.
Priority, Salva. You can see
we'll get to that, darling.
I've got a wedding to pay for. Fuck you.
You see this look on Tara's face of, like, this is the angriest you've seen her since Windermere.
Salva.
As she turns back around again and says, Buller?
Yeah.
Consequences. I mean, Wayne, fucking... Oh. Okay.
Tara.
Is it safe? Can we go there?
Yes.
You good, bro?
I technically own it. I am the lord of the underground that is under here.
I am the lord of the underground that is under here.
Yeah. That is just encapsulates how much Buller understands her role at this point, which is great. And you see that she
welcome to the underground.
But she'll
fall.
Buller will just be like, I have it. It is mine. It's secured for now, but it's secure and it's cleaned. I made sure of that.
Right. My suggestion then is that we get Merrick, we send him over there, we get him safe, we get anyone that we get everybody vulnerable safe there. Those of us that can fight can stay here in the bunker. I will stay here in the bunker basement. I knew the word I was looking for.
Honestly, we should move the entire operation there as soon as possible. Barbara said that we're compromised. We have been for a while.
Oh, fuck.
I will say, as soon as Salva hears this, he's going to go and retrieve 2 items that are in that basement currently.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, we will empty out the basement then. Oh, God. You see, she just looks just absolutely ready to kill someone at this point, with just, like, you can see the blood vessels bulging on her forehead.
Tara.
Mm-hmm.
You're in charge of the headquarters, but don't worry about the location. I'm in charge of that now, and I'm handling it. You make sure Merrick is okay. Make sure everyone gets transported there without anyone finding out. As far as the location goes and its upkeep and everything, you do not have to worry about that. That's my job.
Okay.
And Wayne's.
You were also looking for an official staging ground for the guild, and an arena actually seems like a very viable one.
I was doing this for you. I was going to eventually tell you.
Okay. I will leave you to make up your stratagem. I am going to go and get people moved and get Merrick on the move.
We still have a cart in the stables if you need to use it to move Merrick.
Will do.
I would just strike off the Royal Guard symbol on the side.
She stands up, takes a deep breath, and just walks off.
I think that went well.
Yeah. Wayne, I could fucking murder you right now.
Well, I'm already dead, so you couldn't technically.
Technically, because you've been reborn, yes, she could murder you. Just because it's an unlife doesn't mean it's not murder. You know.
I said to hold your tongue about this, and you didn't.
Does he still have a tongue? Ignore that.
I'm not going to.
But ultimately, it was about Merrick.
And yes, I didn't
promised.
No.
I promised Tara this morning that I would keep her Sorry, that I would keep him and her daughter safe.
Fair.
Can we just stop keeping secrets? Didn't we learn anything from Merrick and Tara?
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
To be honest with you, after seeing how I was going to tell you guys, but to be honest with you, after I explicitly asked for everyone not to kill everybody in this ambush, and all of you proceeded to. I'm sorry that I was. I'm still talking. I did not want you guys mixed up in this. Not yet. This is serious shit. None of you know what it's like down there. Not really. The only one that did was Ewan. And he's not here. Okay. In order for me to bring you guys into this, you all have to listen to me. Rules down there are not the same as they are up here. We don't make them. Not yet. So you have to let me do what I need to do.
Bulla?
Yes, Wayne.
In the interest. What were you going to say, Rob?
Oh, I was just asking Zach if it came in at the bit when Bulla was explaining that. At which point then I will ask him after Wayne.
Okay, yeah, you can ask something after Wayne.
In the interest of saying there are no more secrets at all.
No secrets.
Wayne will reach up and grab the horns on his helmet and slowly start to lift it off.
Fuck.
Oh, okay. I'm
Is this supposed to be a big reveal?
Fuck.
And the face, while sallowed and cracked with the green energy that he exists, is Ewan's.
No! Can I can I say my shit before that happens?
No, that's happened. That's happened.
Can I say my shit before that happens?
Salvar,
please.
I'm sorry, that flowed.
Oh,
that just
what?
went.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Damn it!
Oh!
Lois! You angsty motherfucker!
Fucking hell! Oh my god. That was epic.
You angst-ridden motherfucker.
And do you know what?
I'm gonna go up and punch him in the face.
Not before I do.
That's fair.
Yeah, so, Salvar, you step forwards to go and punch him in the face. And you're just like, yeah, I'm guessing Bulla does as well. I'm imagining that you
Bulla grabs Salvar by the neck and throws him behind her.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll allow that.
It is almost as if Wayne is an anagram of Ewan.
It's almost as if this was planned.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And at first, I'm sure everyone is shocked. And then Salvar moves. And then I just yoink him.
Yeah,
back.
there's just like a.
And
yeah, you yeet a person who's like 6 feet taller than you are. Yeah, I'll accept that. I'll accept that. Holy shit.
Yeah. And Bulla just like runs across the room and literally like grabs Wayne by the neck and pins him on the table and just like looks at him. And now I'm close enough, like how much does he look like Ewan? Like, is he actually Ewan, or is this just like a?
I'm gonna need you to give me a roll here, and I will let Lewis explain. I need you to give me an insight check right now.
Oh my god, I'm
fucking insight checks. Come on, Bulla. We need you to make a good insight check, buddy. Okay, that's a 14.
Yeah. Okay.
I do not regret the amount of rum I drank tonight.
Amount.
Amount.
What did she see?
The skin color is paler, but ultimately the same. You kind of hit the realization that the areas of him that are like green and glowy are essentially the parts that were too damaged to be restored from when the thing happened. In other words, because he grabbed the soul with his right arm. And all of the cracks, right where it starts to crack up his face, is where it started to seep past.
Yeah.
He's still emotionless. You kind of see from his face that he's like, even the voice, it kind of clicks. Even you picking him up and slamming him onto a table, he doesn't like physically react in the face. He's completely unfeeling. It is Ewan, and it kind of starts to click that he had a lot more information than he probably should have done for just being a rando who died in Winnemere.
Yeah.
Like knowing about the nuke and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, it's one of those things where you are choking him and he looks up at you and kind of locks eyes with you. I figured this would be easier than knowing that I can't feel. I remember the feeling, but I can't feel. I told you that. In your apartment, I told you that.
I was not prepared to cry on stream. Bola's just like she's not actually choking you. It was just enough force to put you on the table.
He's not like but saying that he doesn't breathe, so ultimately you compressing him doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And it's like like she's shaking, like she wants to press harder, but she's not going to. And she just like kind of lets you go and kind of stumbles back a little bit.
Starlight walks over to Bola and puts her hand on her.
She smacks it away. Just everyone.
Just wait.
And she like kind of looks away from Wayne and is just kind of finds a chair or a table to stabilize herself. And
I just realized Wayne is just a fucking anagram.
Yes.
Let's bring it in. Let us bring it in.
I watched you burn.
I felt myself burn.
You were alive?
No. I gave you the only piece of me that was alive.
Why now? Why now? Why now?
You said not to have any more secrets. I simply obliged. Wayne puts the helmet back on.
I need to think. And she just kind of stumbles out of the tavern and leaves.
As you go to stumble out of the tavern, the Salvar and Saralise, you have watched just this whole thing go on. You both hear a smash and a shatter of a glass. And as you look round, you can see Tara, who has just dropped her entire everything she was holding to the ground. And you just watch as she looks. And you look as she looks down at the ground and says, well, fuck. And
I
then
pick her up, shoot over my shoulder, with Starlight on the shoulder.
No.
I'm like, we're going.
No, Tara's running out the door. Tara just runs straight towards the door out.
I
after
tripped the
Buller.
bitch up.
Do you want to trip her up?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll trip her up and then
It's a
grab her and
contested
going this
roll.
way.
It is. You can do a roll. That is going to be a contested strength into dexterity.
What?
Starlight
Straight
is
to-
struggling as Salvar right now. So
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, what am I rolling for first? Oh,
Two strength rolls. It's going to be if Starlight is struggling, then Starlight needs to roll dexterity to get out. And resist.
just straight dex or
I'm not
Um,
going to resist against my future wife, so I'm going to do that at disadvantage, okay?
You can choose not to resist. You can choose just to let her go.
I'm going to choose to resist. I'm
You
not
can
going to resist. In fact, I'm going to let Tara go. I'm going to see that Starlight wants to be not against this, so I'm going to put her down because she wears the trousers in the family. I'm just saying.
let me go.
Okay, and I don't know what to do.
You see, you just watch as Tara just bolts out the door after Buller. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of today's session.
Fuck.
The fuck,
Ah.
Lewis, you angsty motherfucker.
Oh, I'm so glad I did not
kind of
say
knew.
before that.
I kind of knew.
Same.
Something inside me, I was like, but
Same.
Bola
I
think
didn't
we all
say
did.
shit.
Emotional damage.
It's as soon as you said I died at that point,
Yeah.
I knew.
Mm.
I mean,
Kind of a
Wayne
way,
is
I
just
ju- I
an
had an
anagram of
inkling.
Ewan.
Yeah, Wayne's been an anagram of Ewan the whole time.
It literally, we were coming up with the next character.
I know
and
it. It's just
it was
full
from the
letters.
beginning.
Wayne, you know.
Yeah, like the bit I'm surprised is nobody got the fact that he knew too much. Like he
I
kept saying
I
things.
got that. I pieced it together.
Did you?
Kind of.
Yes, I
mean,
did. This is why we're like, oh shit.
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
That's the one. But the reason when remember when you called me out on it and you asked me, I just like, I don't want to ruin this for stream. This happened at this piece with Barbara, and such happened at that.
I
think we all
mentioned-
knew.
with the nuke, I figured that Tara or Barbara might have filled him in at some point, and that it could have been like a known thing amongst like the closer guild
Well,
members.
I'm just going to
but-
point out that a nuke happening in Windermere, not a fucking big secret.
No,
Right.
But he.
No, but
Exactly.
knowing it was you that did it,
Yeah, because that is
Yeah.
not something that people know.
knowing
Right.
knowing that Salvar cut the leg off Biobra,
Mm.
knowing
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
another thing. That was another thing. But I thought that's also another thing that Barbara could have been like, yeah, this is how I met this group.
See,
Yeah.
the thing is,
Like,
I
you
knew
know-
it. I knew it because everyone else told me to shut the fuck up at that point.
And
I'm
yet
just like,
what you were
okay,
saying-
fair enough.
so when Wayne was with Buller and Biobra turned up, that was the first time Wayne met Biobra.
Mm.
Mm.
Biobra, I don't think knew anything about Wayne being Ewan. I think the only person that did remains to be seen. But you know,
I'm just so fucking glad you spoke before I did.
Yeah.
Because this could have. Anyway, ending.
Ending. Yeah, that was a lot, and also ain't no session like a Windermere session because a Windermere session
Yeah.
don't stop. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we just keep
Yes.
the emotional damage mixed
Oh.
with the wholesome.
Yeah, I'm just
It's
hoping
just
someone's
our
clipped
vibe.
all of that. I really
It's-
hope someone's clipped all of that because
Well,
God,
we'll
yeah.
clip it. But also weeks ago, I was talking to Lewis, and I was just like, it'd just be really trippy if Wayne was Ewan, though. Like, I
was like, boy, that'd be a
I
mood.
think you mentioned. Anyway,
So
Off
let's
the- off
go.
the stream.
Every
Off the
time
stream.
I
Yeah.
accidentally said Ewan, I was like, where? And
Off
then
the
like
stream.
Yeah. So
About
that has been amazing.
Oh, fuck.
Guys, we
because we forgot
have-
to mention it because it was really hectic. Geeky clean.
Yes,
Geeky Clean, yes.
Geeky Clean.
Geeky Clean, guys.
We have an affiliate link. We are sponsored by Geeky Clean. Please go and look at them. It's all on the link tree to have a look at those. We also have a Ko-Fi. On our Ko-Fi, you can buy us a cup of tea. Be excellent. I like it. I always like money. Is the broke always like more money? And so yeah, you can go and buy something from Geeky Clean, get some money off, and you'll be supporting the channel while you do. Or you can just give money, because I like money.
And if you do use Geeky Clean, I will say at this one point, if you use the Geeky Clean bath bomb with the dice, the actual dice you get for, D&D, just make sure you take the dice out of the bath before you, sit in it, because it might get stuck in some places.
Oh yeah. Oh god, that right. Yeah, you just have to beg it's not the D4.
I will say you do not want a D4 in your urethra.
No, but when it comes out as a natural 20, that's a luck dice. Anyway,
do we have Nightbot or something like that set up?
Yeah, we do.
The links.
So for links, that is yeah, that is exclamation links.
Fucking hell, Lewis.
There we go.
I knew it, but damn.
Yeah, we also have our Discord. We have everything over there you can go and support us on. And yeah, thanks for being awesome, people. Thank you for coming along. We have been the Windermere Fools, and we will see you next time.